I think this is the first time where our FanDuel player of the game. Hold on, my mic's not.
All right, I should sound a little different, hopefully better. This is the first time we've ever had a FanDuel player of the game knocked out for the season with a devastating, cringeworthy injury, which completely ruined the mood of a Warriors game that went to overtime. I'll explain what I mean. Just very depressing, just a brutal, gut-wrenching injury. Warriors do win. We'll talk about it. If you want to call it a meaningless win, I feel you. So I don't know what the hell the Warriors are playing for. Got some news for on the Steph and Curry front. And look, if you read into things and you ignore science for just a second and look for signs in this world, the basketball gods send a subtle message to Stephen Curry. Stay the F out. Maybe. We'll talk about it. It's Monday. Warriors beat a team worse than them, the Dallas Mavericks. We're powered by FanDuel. The program's called the Golden Days. Welcome to the program. My name is Cyrus Saatsaz, your host for the evening. You can follow me on Threads and Instagram at DogWild. Over on Twitter, my handle is at Surf Journalist. The program on both platforms at Golden Days Pod. We're brought to you by FanDuel, who will not have a line for the Warriors next game. They finish up a 6-game road trip with a dub in Dallas, finishing the trip 2-4. And they're going to play a pair of games at home that represent comfort opponents, meaning teams that you want coming over to your house because it represents about as easy of an outcome as you can imagine. The Warriors are at home Wednesday, hosting the Brooklyn Nets, and then Friday, hosting the Washington Wizards. Currently no line for the Warriors. Yeah, I did add a D in there. I don't know why I did that. The Warriors and the Nets on Wednesday. So the FanDuel Sportsbook, we'll revisit that in a little bit. Real quickly, while I'm at the Sportsbook, let me take a quick look at the NBA page just to see if there's anything interesting going on. I'm curious to know what the odds are for who's going to win the title. Undoubtedly, the OKC Thunder are going to be your favorite, and they are, plus 135. The San Antonio Spurs and the Boston Celtics are now tied for second, courtesy of the odds makers, in terms of the odds for who's going to win the title. The Spurs and the Celtics each with plus 600 odds. And maybe surprisingly, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the fourth highest odds to win the championship this year. FanDuel placing them at plus 900, the Denver Nuggets plus 1,000, and the Knicks plus 1,500. Those lines courtesy of FanDuel, the official sportsbook of Golden Days, as we come to you live from the Golden Days studios in beautiful West Sonoma County, California, following the Golden State Warriors winning in overtime tonight. Let's see if I have a final here. I do, 137-131. But the story of this game is not the game itself. It's Moses Moody, who, regardless of the outcome, regardless of this tragedy that occurred on the court just moments ago, would have been the FanDuel player of the game. Undoubtedly. Moody still finishes the night leading the Warriors in scoring with 23 points. His first game back after missing, I think, 9. I don't have that number in front of me, but he'd been out for an extended period because of a injured wrist, more specifically on the shooting hand. But tragedy strikes late in this game in overtime. Moody has the ball, fast break. He's all alone. No defenders are near him. It looked like he was going to go up for a slam dunk. And then literally as he took the last step to jump up and dunk, he went in the air, lets go of the ball midway through, and starts clutching at, I believe, the left knee. And he comes down, immediately starts grabbing at the knee. Again, the ball is loose, still live play. Dallas pushes the ball back on the other end while Moody's down, and they squander that 5-on-4 opportunity. The Warriors get the ball back, timeout call so action can stop as one of their players is writhing on the ground in pain. And Kalena Azubuike, the Warriors color commentator, said his suspicion is it's a patella injury because he suffered the injury himself. He said the moment echoed a lot of similar memories from when he suffered a similar injury, saying that it feels like someone kicked him in the back of the knee when there was actually nobody around. I've heard similar stories pertaining to Achilles injuries as well, and that feeling, the kick, that is not a real feeling because nobody actually made contact, I'm guessing is the feeling of a tendon popping. God damn, man. So Moses Moody, it just none of it looked good. I can't remember the last time I saw an NBA basketball player carried off on a stretcher. Yet that's exactly what happened. The visual that sticks out in my mind more than anything else was not Moody himself on the ground, basically looking at a career that's going to involve no hoops likely for a year plus. We still don't know what the injury is. Again, the moment we find that out, we'll update you. But the camera is panned to Steph, who traveled with the Warriors for all 6 games on this road trip. And his brother Seth was with him. And he just had this look on his face that was about as somber as one face can express. And the immediate thought going through my head, and this is just me, is Steph, sit the F down. Just and this correlates to the update on Stephen Curry. Steph had planned on participating in 5-on-5 drills yesterday in Atlanta. The Warriors play the Hawks Saturday. They stuck around in Atlanta before flying in to Dallas to finish up their road trip. And the plan was Steph was going to participate in this 5-on-5 drill so that he could potentially be available as early as Wednesday when the Warriors host the Brooklyn Nets. But he did not participate. And I don't know if that means something serious. I don't know if that is a very minor delay in his rehabilitation, but what the hell is the point? This is not a team that's going to make any noise in the postseason with or without Steph. I say that with the utmost confidence. And don't risk it, please. All right? Like, next year is the final shot. One way or another, next year is the last dance. All right? I feel safe in saying that, largely because of what the Warriors have leaked repeatedly, which is that 2027 is a reset year. And so next year, it's the final year of Stephen Curry's contract. We have no idea what's going to happen beyond that. Just, if that's not a sign, man, what the hell is? Stay the hell home. And I don't mean literally home. I just mean don't risk yourself. Try and come back next year. Don't push it. Anyways, that's just me. But again, the Golden State Warriors do come away victorious in this one. Again, a final score of 137-131. The Warriors improving to 34-38. The Dallas Mavericks dropping to 23-49. Maybe the best thing that came away from this game, I was originally going to say Moses Moody. He looked great in his first game back before that horrific injury in overtime. But Tingus Pingus played some decent basketball. Now, a huge reason why I'm not going to get super excited. Sorry, Money. I had to laugh because Money check up in her chat. She jumps in and says, "Why don't we shut down Draymond?" Draymond Green almost gave this game away tonight. I'll talk about that in just a second. But Tingus Pingus had himself a good game. Now, if he had these kinds of performances against decent opposition, I'd get a little excited. But the fact that these outputs of his that make him look good are only coming against the worst opponents imaginable, whether it's the Wizards, whether it's now the Mavericks, gives me a little pause in terms of jumping to any conclusions about best case scenarios or coming away analyzing a trade where he's only played 8 games for the Warriors so far. But tonight he did look good. He might have actually looked the best since he joined the Warriors. I know against the Wizards he dropped 30 points. Tonight, Porzingis, 22 points, 7 boards, even had 5 assists. He was doing a good job facilitating out there. Was 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, 33% of your threes. That's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad either. And for 22 points, added a steal even. Shockingly, no blocks for the 7-3 Porzingis. But Porzingis looked good. He even played 29 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm going to guess that's a career Warriors high. I can confirm that in just 1 second. And if, in fact, what is afflicting Porzingis is, in fact, POTS. Again, we have no clue at this point what the illnesses are that he's dealing with, because even though Kristaps Porzingis himself came out and said that he has POTS, then Steve Kerr comes out and says that's misinformation from his own player. And then he backtracks, but then he says, well, I don't know what the hell it is. And now I don't know what conclusion we come to in regards to Porzingis, but whether it's POTS, whether it's something else, the one thing I'm going to look out for is how he responds to playing nearly 30 minutes of game action, because Porzingis had a game like this earlier in the season with the Hawks, where his minutes ramped up, and then suddenly he was knocked out for like 2 months. Yeah, 29 minutes tonight, easily a career high with the Golden State Warriors. 29 minutes, 12 seconds more specifically. Moses Moody's stat line, by the way, I want to read this to you real fast before we, because he is our player of the game, deservedly so. A team, not just a team high. No, yes, just a team high. I was going to say game high, but Cooper Flagg had a game high 32 points tonight. But Moses Moody, 23 points in this one, a Warriors high in this game, was 4 of 11 shooting from beyond the arc. Side note, that's good. 8 of 20 from the field, 3 assists, and Moody's not notorious for getting high assist numbers, and 3 assists is not high, but by his standards, relatively speaking, it's a good output. 3 boards. Defensively, he was a menace. 3 steals, added 2 blocks, a team high, tied for that mark, +7 in the net rating category, tied with Guy Santos, LJ Cryer, and GP2, all finishing with +7s for 23 points. And the fact that I'm reading what may be the final Moses Moody stat line for the foreseeable future. And when I say future, I'm talking like a year plus, most likely. I mean, it depends largely on, again, the severity of what this injury is going to entail. But I'm sick to my stomach. There's nothing even remotely cool about witnessing that. And for that to happen again in a meaningless regular season game with the Warriors pretty much playing for nothing, man, that just sucks. It just sucks. It hurts. So Moses Moody, kudos to you in terms of your game tonight. Not kudos to you in terms of the horrific injury. My heart goes out to you, man. Hope you're doing okay. Whatever medical facility you're in. Hope spirits are high. And hope Mama Moody's doing okay. I'm sure she's freaking out about her boy, and I don't blame her. Just a shitty situation. Now, speaking of shitty situations, if you actually watch this game, the Warriors should have won this one in regulation. But Draymond Green, I want to look at the play-by-play just to get a confirmation here, because I can't remember if Draymond had 1 or 2 turnovers in the final possessions at the end of regulation. Draymond Green almost cost the Warriors this game because of very sloppy offensive play at the end of the fourth quarter. And again, I want to look at the at the game log and just see how exactly the scorekeepers measured those final possessions at the end of quarter 4. Here, I have it right in front of me. I got to see this for myself because I can't remember how many turnovers Draymond had to finish this game. Okay. So at the end, so this is how the stat keepers measured the final plays of this game. The Warriors were leading 124-119 after Guy Santos tipped the bucket in. Then Cooper Flagg makes an 11-foot driving floating jump shot. This is with 2:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. Makes the score 124-121. Then Moses Moody got fouled by Daniel Gafford. Goes to the free throw line. Misses his first free throw. Makes the second free throw. Now it's 125-121. At the 158 mark, Draymond commits a turnover. Cooper Flagg gets a steal. So that's the first turnover. Shooting fouls are not technically turnovers, and that turnover did not result in any buckets. But Draymond commits a shooting foul on Cooper Flagg at the 143 mark. Cooper Flagg makes both his free throws. Now it's 125-123. Then Kristaps Porzingis goes to the free throw line. Makes one of two free throws. 126-123. Then Max Christie makes a three-pointer with 1:16 remaining. Ties the game at 126. Draymond Green's second turnover of the final 2 minutes happens at the 53.5-second mark when he commits a bad pass. Cooper Flagg gets the steal. No points from that one, however. And so Draymond's turnovers not resulting in any points, fortunately for the Dubs. Moses Moody misses a three-pointer at the 28.9-second mark. Draymond commits his third turnover of the final 2 minutes at the 15.9-second mark. PJ Washington steals the ball. So incredibly, none of Draymond's 3 turnovers resulted in points. Unbelievable. But he did have 3 turnovers in the final 2 minutes. Draymond Green finishes this game with 6 turnovers. Played 38 minutes, 29 seconds tonight. 11 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, 6 turnovers, 3 steals. That's your Draymond Green stat line for the evening. Hamza in the chat saying GP2 went 8 for 8 from the field tonight. Yeah, because, I mean, all he does is lay it up. It doesn't surprise me that much. But, yeah, GP2 was a perfect 8 of 8 from the field. One of those being a three-pointer. My apologies. 7 of the 8 were layups, adding 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah, not a bad game at all from Gary Payton II. But going back to Draymond, and Draymond was very animated tonight, duking it out down low with Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington. Had a lot of defensive possessions on Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, by the way, if he's going to get a finger pointed at him for anything, it's for passing up what should have been an easy field goal attempt at the end of regulation to win this game for the Mavericks. Instead, he penetrates, kicks out, despite having a wide open look at 15 feet, kicks out to Najee Marshall. I will never understand why NBA players or any basketball player for that on that note, I will never understand it. Putting up a 3-point attempt when all you need is 1 point to win. It was a tie game, 126 apiece. Dallas had the final shot, not technically because the Warriors got the ball back with 0.7 of a second approximately. And Cooper Flagg, again, rookie mistake, kid's young, he's only 19 years old. passes up a easy 15-footer, gives it to Najee Marshall, who bricks a three-point attempt when all they needed was one. Just go for the easy two. I will never understand that. And that matters because without overtime, Moses Moody doesn't get hurt, but they go to overtime. And instead, the Warriors pay a hefty price. DeAnthony Melton had a very ugly game tonight, at least statistically. I'm looking at his box score right now, and I'm in shock. Would have never guessed that Melton finished the game 22 minutes, 32 seconds of action, 0 points, and 7 turnovers. Woof. I don't recollect that though. If you're watching this right now, is your memory banks like shaken loose of the cobwebs and remembering DeAnthony Melton having this bad of a game? No points in 22 minutes, 32 seconds. Did have 6 rebounds, bizarrely. Did have 5 assists. Did have 3 steals. So he was contributing in other manners, but a fat donut scoring-wise. And he had 7 turnovers. Who got all these steals for the Mavericks? Cooper Flagg had 2 steals. PJ Washington had 3 steals. Max Christie had 2 steals. Ryan Nembhard had 2 steals. 13 steals as a team for the Dallas Mavericks. 16 steals as a team for the Golden State Warriors. Sloppy ass game tonight. These are 2 just ugly teams. Just 2 shitty teams playing each other. It was an exciting game, though, largely because of what happened at the end. And then Brandon Podziemski, I'm guessing, got a career-high 40 minutes and 29 seconds of playing time tonight. And the memory of Pods, to me, is not the 20 points or 10 rebounds. He did get a double-double tonight. Had 6 assists. Respect for that. Again, 5 assists or more, I'm always going to acknowledge that. Added a steal and a block. Good game for Podziemski. Even from the three-point line, 2 of 6, 33.3%. But what I still can't believe and again, this is a very subtle thing that happened, but I have it in my notes. And at the end of the first quarter, for the final possession of the opening quarter of this game, the Dallas Mavericks had the ball. Warriors were leading 34-28. And Steve Kerr makes a substitution with like 20 seconds to go. Again, Dallas has the ball for the last possession. He subs out Pat Spencer for Podziemski for defensive reasons. I'm not making this up. Like, Steve Kerr actually looks at Podziemski as one of his better defensive players. Some mind-boggling shit. And what happens? Klay Thompson just drains a 3 right over his head. Almost cost the Warriors the game, considering he went to overtime. That's how just out of it, delusional, poor judge of talent, whatever you want to call it. That's how awful at judging personnel Steve Kerr is. I know, exactly. G4M in our chat saying Steve Kerr said, and that's why I'm laughing at this, because Kerr also did publicly commend Podziemski's defense. Again, what are you looking at? I don't know what Steve Kerr's eyes are seeing. I just, it's insane. The favoritism, the delusion, and again, nearly cost him the game. Outside of that, though, again, it's the Mavericks. The Warriors, I think, are undefeated against Dallas this year. Let me confirm that real fast. I think they swept the season series. Dallas is just bad. The Warriors have played the Mavericks this season. And side note, the line for this game was Warriors -1.5. The Warriors played Dallas the first time this year on Christmas Day, winning 126-116. They played them again on January 22nd. They lost that game at Dallas. Steph played, scored 38. Oof. My bad. They did not sweep the season series. And then they won tonight's game. So they won the season series 2-1. All right. Wow, I totally forgot about that. That Warriors Mavericks game, January 22nd, 123-115. Stephen Curry in that game played 34 minutes, scores 38 points. Oof. And the Warriors lose by 8. I don't want Steph to come back. Reset this thing. Fire the dumbass coach. And bring Steph back when he's feeling 100%. I'm deathly afraid of what's going to happen if Steph comes back early. We don't know when he's going to come back, but Tracy McKindle in our chat, screaming to the gods, to the universe, saying, "Dear universe, please make Steve Kerr disappear over the summer." I will second that prayer. Hamza in our chat brought up GP2. We talked about his good game. Will Richard only played 12 minutes in this one. I don't know why, considering he was red hot as a shooter tonight. Perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc for Mr. Will Richard. And Will hit 3 of those 4 threes in the first half. Why did Will Richard only play 3 minutes and change in the second half? Will Richard was a perfect 3 of 3 from three-point line in quarters 1 and 2. And then in the second half, he didn't get hurt, did he? If I did, I missed that. He played 2 minutes, 47 seconds in the third quarter, made his 4th 3 of the game. Again, 4 of 4 from beyond the three-point line tonight. And he did not see any action in quarters 4 or overtime. That's a shame. Cryer's 4 threes represent his entire point total tonight. 12 points for Will Richard, added an assist and a steal. Guy Santos came off the bench tonight, largely because of the Moses Moody start. And which again begs the question, why can't you just bump Podziemski and start Guy? But you have Steve Kerr as the head coach. And so there you go. Guy Santos could not make his 3-pointers tonight, but he made every one of his 2-point attempts. He played 35 minutes, 13 seconds in this game, had some nifty moves inside. He's a menace for a lot of teams in terms of trying to stop him. 0 of 5 from 23 feet and beyond. 5 of 5, 22 feet and inside. Adds 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, a block, 16 points. Solid night. LJ Cryer, also a solid night. 14 points. 4 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. 4 boards and an assist for Mr. Cryer. Kudos to him. But we all know who Steve Kerr's faves are. And it ain't Will Richard. It ain't LJ Cryer. Sure as shit ain't Pat Spencer. Pat Spencer played 12 minutes, 26 seconds tonight. 2 points. Not a big outing for him. But then again, when you have a coach who does not instill confidence in you, who does not have any faith in you. Oftentimes the results reflect that. And that's your game. The Warriors, again, improving to 34-38. We'll talk about the standings in just a little bit. The Warriors tonight as a team shooting 17 of 47 from beyond the arc, hitting 36.2% of their threes. Dallas responding with 44.4% of their three-pointers made. Cooper Flagg, 2 of 4 from deep. Max Christie, 3 of 5. Najee Marshall, 2 of 6. Klay Thompson coming off the bench tonight, played 27 minutes, 33 seconds, 15 points for him. He was 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. And Poulakidis was also 3 of 5. John Poulakidis. I have no idea who that is. Did not, rather, until tonight. And so those are your numbers. Warriors had a ton of turnovers. 24 team turnovers, resulting in 30 points for Dallas. The Mavericks with 23 of their own turnovers, resulting in 29 points for the Warriors. So that pretty much evened itself out. Kev F in the chat saying, can Klay Thompson come off the bench here? I don't know. He seemed to relish every opportunity he had when Podziemski guarded him. Just me. This is just me, my interpretation of what I saw. But I noticed a little extra pep in Klay's step every time he saw his former teammate who stole his starting job inexplicably, unjustifiably, nonsensically. So there you go. Let's put the link in the chat if you want to come on, if you have any thoughts or opinions. Again, the primary storyline here being poor Moses Moody out for the year. Let's see if we have any sound from Kerr or anyone else. Real fast, I imagine Kerr's going to be talking about the Moses Moody injury. Just horrific. And let's see if anything's come down yet. I'm also curious to see if there are any updates regarding Steph, because the team told a couple of the beat reporters traveling with them the news about Steph not participating in that 5-on-5. And even though it's not like a written rule, the typical practice with medical staffs and NBA teams in terms of clearing an athlete to play, usually the protocol is requiring that athlete to be able to withstand a 5-on-5 scrimmage. And if you could do that and feel great afterwards, then you're cleared. And Steph, again, did not, whether it was Steph's decision himself, whether he went through strength tests to determine that he should not play. I don't know what went down there. And again, that's why I'm curious to know if if Stevie Kerr is going to be talking to the press and addressing that. But again, just me, but I don't want Steph coming back. I already did not want him coming back. There's nothing to play for this season. Nada. You are not beating the Thunder in the first round. I don't think you're winning a game against the Thunder in the first round. So for the folks out there advocating for Steph to come back, that's what you want him to risk his health for? Come on, man. Bad hombre. Always great to hear from you. How you doing? Hombre, you with us?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can
Hello?
hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. How you doing?
Hold on. I don't know what was going on, but you can hear me, right?
Hello?
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna drop down and
Hombre,
come
I can
back.
hear you. I can hear you. You're good. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm good. I
No,
actually came.
yeah, that was actually kind of funny. Go ahead, brother. We have you. It's all good. What's on your mind?
I actually came to defend Pods. Like Steve
Okay.
Kerr said, he's a connector, and he's been doing just that. He's been connecting his team to Cancun since he got here. No, seriously, Cyrus.
Seriously.
I wanted to see what the Warriors' record was since he got here. Because, Steve Kerr says he's a winner, and people in the
I couldn't
chat, the
believe that.
Hamzas, say
Yeah, I
he's a
couldn't believe
winning
that.
player.
In fact, we haven't played that sound clip on this show yet. I was meaning to the other night. Steve Kerr came out in the pregame. I can't remember who the opponent was. I don't. It might have been pregame of the Warriors Hawks, possibly pregame of Warriors Pistons. But Kerr came out here. I have it right here and called Brandon Pajemski a winning player. And my immediate reaction to this was, he's a proven winner when? I mean,
Well, that's what
what are we talking about here? I don't remember him being on any title teams. I don't remember him being a key piece for anything that results in success. Anyways, this is what Steve Kerr said. Let's hear this real fast, Ombre, and then I'd love to get your thoughts. But this is it's crazy. It's almost like Kerr himself is trolling. Because this is ridiculous. It's asinine, is what it is. Let's hear from Steve Kerr.
Where do you think Brandon's at on this road trip? How do you think he's kind of playing?
I think it's a great experience for Brandon. I mean, 20 games without Steph. I think where he is in his career, proven he can help drive winning.
He has. That's the statement that I couldn't. Listen to this again.
He's proven he can help drive winning.
How? When has he proven that? His positive net rating stats come when he's surrounded by future Hall of Famers. Without the future Hall of Famers, he's still not the best player on a team that could barely beat the Mavericks in overtime. What the hell was that? I could not believe I heard that. And he keeps going.
I think that's been apparent.
Apparent.
Is this his third year? Or?
Yeah, third.
Yeah. It's been apparent. He does a lot of things that can help drive winning. He is, in my mind, really exploring how good he can become and what type of player he wants to become. And I think you've seen lots of hiccups along the way where he's trying things that aren't working. But playing without Steph for 20 games is going to expose some of that. So in my mind right now, where he is if he's playing off Steph, off of the ball, if he's playing more of a secondary ball handler role, he's really good. He does a lot of things that other players don't do. He's got a knack. When he tries to be too on ball, you see him get into some trouble. You see.
All right, I can't stomach that anymore. It's excruciating. Ombre, it's again, the Warriors have a head coach who I've used the word obtuse to describe him time and time and again. I can't think of a better adjective. That's just it. He doesn't. There's something in his brain that's missing in terms of knowing what is legitimate talent in front of you and what is not. Either that or there's just a stubbornness that's clouding his vision. I don't know, but I want him gone, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, I looked it up. And since Pajemski got here, the Warriors' record is 170 and 139.
So a little over 500.
Yeah. That's all I really wanted to say. They've been mediocre since the kid got here, but he gets the most minutes. It's not adding up. That's all I really wanted to say. I didn't even watch the game because I mean, I hate that happened to Moody, but I watched the earlier games and I went to sleep. I just wanted to catch the chat, to catch the show. I didn't even watch it, to be honest. Hello?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, so I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say.
But it's like Armando said, blow it up, get a new coach.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm saying that too. Believe me. I think
because I mean, I don't want Steph to come back because for what? To lose in the first round to the Spurs?
Again, man, the memory of the look on Steph's face when the Moody injury happened. He was just kind of he was stunned, just in shock, and a part of me hopes that he was thinking about his own life watching that, because Steph, you're 38 years old, all right? You're not young. There's a reason why you're experiencing all these injuries now. It's what happens to human beings and all living things, not called the tardigrade, when they get older. Your cellular structures start to break down. Just nothing you can do about that shit, man. And I look, if we're gonna be forced to stomach another season of this bullshit, of this ancient, has been old man basketball, at least bring Steph back when he's feeling like recharged, when he's feeling fresh, when he's got nearly 9 months to, maybe not a year, but about 9 months. Yeah, 3/4 of a year just to rest. And then give it a go next year. And if your body breaks down again, you tried. And like every human being on this planet, you got to say goodbye and it's time to move on. But I don't want to see him come back, man. I literally dread what could happen.
You can't bring him back because he'll be running 3 miles a game. That's how many miles. He's like number 3.
Yes.
So this whole system that everybody says is so wonderful, like I said, it's just set screens and pass to him. He runs 3 miles a game. I had never heard of runner's knee before until this year.
I'd heard of it, but I was not that familiar with it. I feel you though. It's not a very common thing.
And another thing, I think that they would be doing a disservice to the fan base if they don't try to get into the lottery. That's how deep this draft is.
Yes, sir.
If they try to sell it, like they're going to run it back, and if this person is healthy, and then they're going to sign this person like they have been doing every year since they won the chip, they could set the team back 15, 20 years. Because this roster, I've been saying this in the chat, from what I'm seeing, most of these people are going to be out the league in 3 years.
Yeah, the average...
That's everybody. It's everybody that's on there now.
Yeah, the average lifespan of an NBA player is not long. I think it's like 2-3 years, something like that. So
this is not an NBA roster. I mean, we got a lot of tryhards, and they look good because they're fighting for a contract. But it's like Julian said, if you're a 27, 28-year-old rookie, and this is your first year in the league, and you just now made it in, it's a good feel-good story, but you can probably see where I'm headed with that. It's kind of depressive. Huh?
Can I ask you something? And forgive me for missing the broadcasters if they said this, but where was Nate Robinson? Like, that was one of the
Nate Williams?
only feel-good stories from that Hawks game. And what, he's assigned to Santa Cruz again?
That's tonight.
What's up?
He went back to Santa Cruz tonight.
I don't see him on the box score, so that's usually what that reflects is, that he was probably with the Santa Cruz team tonight. Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Kerr so badly needs to go. He's such an out of touch, grossly overrated when it comes to acumen human being. It is so frustrating, like watching this man still in control. Like Nate Williams, I mean, he had a 19-point game against the Hawks, and you reward that with Santa Cruz minutes? Are you out of your effing mind? Like, Steve Kerr just doesn't get it. He does not get it. If you're not handing him a perfect scenario, good luck, because it's just chaos. That's all. I think that's all he knows. It's just randomness and just throwing shit against the wall, see what sticks. And when you have Steph, it's a great strategy because Steph hides everything. He's that good. But when you don't have Steph, it becomes very glaring. I can't believe Nate Robinson did not play tonight.
Let me ask you this. I don't know about the how it can be done, but it may be time to have the conversation. How would you feel this year with this deep draft about trading Steph for picks? If you could find a team that was willing to do it, like the Brooklyn because you only have a year or two left, and he's going to be 39.
Is it what pick is it? Is it number 1?
Well, let's say anywhere in the top 4.
It's not AJ DeBonsa. I sentimentality starts to creep in a little bit. I hate biting the nostalgia chip, but Steph is one of the only guys who gives me nostalgia. And if you want to accuse me of being cold-hearted, so be it. Even though that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's just I try to be pragmatic about things, and I don't like holding on to things when they're long dated and part of history. But Stephen Curry, man, I mean, he's done so much. It'd have to be like, and again, we're just talking here. Who the hell are we to, we don't have power. But if it's like AJ DeBonsa, I probably would not hang up the phone and at least talk it out. Boozer, Williams, definitely Darren Peterson. That guy has Sacramento Kings written all over him, man. Enjoy. I don't want him on the Warriors. The excuses that came out of Darren Peterson's mouth following the Kansas eviction from the March Madness tournament, blaming mental issues and all sorts of weird shit for the reason behind missing so many games. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I'm not trading Steph for that. And then Caleb Williams, Boozer. Okay, I mean, I don't know if Steph is. I don't know if Steph's. Would you do that?
Would I trade him for one of those guys?
Let's say top 3. Would you do it for
absolutely,
a top 3?
Absolutely, you have to. You would.
Okay, would you do it for a top 5 pick?
Yeah, I'm not a top 5, but if I could get in the top 3, I would do it. All because right. Listen, next year we're gonna have Porzingis, Jimmy, Steph, Draymond, and you can see the rest of the league. They're just getting younger, taller, more athletic. But it seems like the Warriors want to do the exact opposite of that. Let's just get older and slower. So,
and like you said, I wholeheartedly agree. Steve Kerr's system, it was revolutionary, and that's putting it very positively. Because it wasn't his system. It was essentially he took the triangle, added Popovich's motion to it, and just ingrained in his players, just treat the ball like a hot potato, move that ball repeatedly, and then just sat back and just has done nothing for like 13 years. That's the Steve Kerr head coaching tenure in a one paragraph summary. It's everybody runs that system now. Everybody.
You can't have
coaches
your 38-year-old.
are not calling plays anymore, man. Every single NBA team is just, okay, you know the system, go do it. There's nothing unique or original about it. You could replace Steve Kerr in 2 seconds and get somebody who actually communicates, who can actually effectively judge real-time scenarios instead of not knowing what to do until after a game, because that's what Steve Kerr's MO, among many things, is I can't make adjustments until the next day, right? Like you never see him making in-game adjustments that represent ingenuity, represent a sharp decision maker. Like it's always in between games, after games, like when he has to actually like talk to other people and get ideas for what to do. So the system is commonplace now. It's no longer innovative, and he's awful at player evaluation. He's awful at in-game management. Get his ass out of here, please.
I think you said it. You said it the best. I'm gonna hang up after this one. Did you really say that this guy called a timeout to put Pods back in the game for defensive
Yes, for
purposes?
defense.
Well, that's all you need to know.
I couldn't believe it. I had to make a note of it because it was just so shocking to me. And Klay Thompson took full advantage and drained a 3 right over Podziemski's head. It was almost like a message being sent, man. You couldn't make that shit up. It was incredible.
I'm speechless. But like I said, blow it up, get a new coach, or just get ready for you. I mean, be bad for 2 years. You can be back, Look at all those other teams, the Detroits, the OKCs. Just suck it up for 2 years, and then you can be back. But you're gonna have to draft to have a coach that's gonna play the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, man. I'm gonna fall back and listen in the chat. Great
All
show
right,
as
brother.
always.
All right,
okay.
Have a good night. Chosen in our chat, one of our residents, Steve Kerr apologist, still blaming the front office, not holding Kerr accountable for the lack of developing any players. Chosen, again, this is where you constantly lose me is what makes you think if the Warriors had drafted perfectly that Steve Kerr would not still find a way to mess it up? All right, Jordan Poole to me is the best case scenario of where Steve Kerr's fingerprints are what damaged a potentially great player. Like Chosen in our chat writes, name one all-star player this team's drafted since Draymond Green. Which, side note, also, you could say this objectively, the Warriors have drafted 0 all-stars since Steve Kerr became head coach. And then the question becomes, okay, are they all really that bad? Or could maybe, just possibly, could you at least give a little smidge of consideration, just a little iota, to the possibility that maybe the head coach doesn't know how to actually develop an all-star? Jordan Poole was on that track. Draymond Green knocks him the F out. Steve Kerr creates a division in the locker room by taking sides, playing favorites. Jordan Poole goes, but no accountability on Steve Kerr's part, right? Warriors could have drafted Anthony Edwards. Steve Kerr literally told him he does not have the work ethic that fits the Golden State Warriors. But no blame on Steve Kerr's part, right? You just will never hold Kerr accountable, and it's always the front office. Come on, Chosen. Uncueness is in our chat with a Popeye logo. Popeye who fought Bluto, not Brutus. Wait, there was a Bluto and a Brutus. Uncueness, how you doing?
It's me again, Cy.
Oh, you keep switching your name up, man.
No,
Bloomer.
remember the Bloomer and Doomer account? This
Yes,
is the other one
of course. How you doing, man?
Hey, I was trying to get on last live, but I had connection issues.
It's okay, man. There are never feelings lost if you can't make it, and it's always a pleasure if you do.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do something funny, but obviously tonight kind of changed the move after what happened to Moody. So kind of
By the way, on tomorrow's show, and it's going to be a recording, but Hall of Fame head coach George Karl is going to join us, and stay tuned for that.
Oh, looking forward to that.
I want to bring the former Warriors head coach, and every time he comes on the show, I always go out of my way to play a legendary clip of George Karl and the Golden State Warriors pulling a Ron Artest Detroit melee style brawl in Utah that hardly anybody is familiar with. And I always play it on the show. I never get flagged for copyright or nothing like that. It's a good time. So anyways, George Karl, but I want to have George, and hopefully Rick Barry will be on with me at the same time. But I want George on for 2 reasons. One is he was the driving force behind that new show on Prime that covers the history of the ABA. It's a documentary. I can't remember what it's called. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it, but it's a phenomenal documentary, and it's I think a 3 or 4 part series again on the ABA, which was a massive influence on today's NBA. Case in point, the 3-point line. Case in point, style. like there was no fashion or flair or any of that stuff without the ABA. And I also want to bring him on because he was the head coach of the Seattle Supersonics when they went to the NBA Finals twice in the 90s. And the NBA is reportedly going to vote on expansion this week. They need 23 of 30 NBA owners to approve it. And if they do, the NBA is going to be adding the cities of Seattle and Vegas to the association. 32 teams. One team will move from the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference. The candidates for that move are Minnesota, Memphis, and the New Orleans Pelicans. The 2 expansion teams will go to the West. There would be an expansion draft where every team can protect just 8 players. So if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, you can be relieved that nobody of importance is in danger. that's how sad things are with the current Golden State Warriors. But yeah, so George Karl will join us tomorrow because I want to talk to him primarily about the ABA expansion, and I want to ask him about the guy he replaced, Casey Jones. Casey Jones, who was head coach of the Seattle Supersonics, and it was a very similar scenario to Steve Kerr in the last seven or so years with the Golden State Warriors, where he's just being exposed as this game manager type who doesn't coach. And the Sonics almost made a catastrophe of a mistake in trading Gary Payton instead of firing Casey Jones. And they wisely kept the talent because that's what smart front offices do. And they fired Casey Jones. Gary Payton stays. Sean Kemp stays. George Karl steps in as the new head coach. And if it wasn't for a man named Michael Jordan, the Seattle Supersonics would have had a trophy under the belt during that reign. But Jordan made it impossible for a lot of teams. Anyways, I'm taking up your airspace. Forgive me. What's on your mind, Bloomer?
Yeah, I definitely think, that's definitely great to look and looking forward to those. You said you said you're gonna set up a meeting with George Karl tomorrow.
Correct. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Sorry,
the Golden Dazers will get a first taste of it. It'll be released for if you're a Golden Dazer. You will get first access, and then it'll be released to the public soon after.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, tonight was it was like a who cares kind of game. I'm honestly a who cares. I wasn't even caring about the game like after the win. I'm like, so what? Woohoo! It's against the 12 seeded Mavs or something like that.
Well, and again, the Moses Moody injury I think is what really killed the vibe.
Yeah, that's what killed
being in a celebratory mood. You know, that was rough. Yeah, that was really rough.
Because when I saw that injury from Moody, that instantly clicked to a lot of like things in my head. Like I'm pretty sure you remember that drive-in for, I think it was in the 2010 to 2011 era. I think it was Derrick Rose. Remember when he went up to the
in 2011?
That got me a similar feel, and I'm like, oh no, because I knew something was wrong the moment I think what happened on that play was that I think he planted his foot, and then when he tried to lift it, I think something like buckled or clicked, and then he lost his footing in the air, and then that's when he went down and held his knee. So, and honestly, I blame those people. Who do those people call that cleaned up the floor? I don't really think they did a good job.
Dude, the mop boys who are out there every possession, holding up the game. That was weird. You don't usually see an army of mop boys out there every other stoppage of play. And for some reason, the Mavericks had 4 or 5 of them out there always mopping and sweeping. I have no clue. It didn't look. Now look, it didn't look like Moses Moody's injury occurred because of a slip. He was literally going up. My guess is just the force from him pushing to go up to dunk. It was just too much for his knee and something buckled. And again, Kalena Azubuike was confident that it was his patellar tendon, which is it holds the 2 bones, the femur and what is it, the tibia? Yeah, I think that's what they're called. It basically holds those bones. It's a massive part of your lower extremities to have that tear. I mean, there were the 3 most serious injuries to the best of my recollection are Achilles tears, a quad tear, and a patella tear, which it seems is what Moses Moody suffered tonight. And then the ACL is behind those 3. Shoulder injuries are up there, but those I think are your 3 worst case scenario pro athlete injuries, at least in basketball, and it sucks.
It sucks. Really does. It does suck, because he just came back from a wrist injury not that long ago.
Correct.
He was trying to train and come up for this game tonight. I mean, obviously we're on the whole same boat of tanking. I mean, they're pretty much tanking at this point. I don't even want to call it anything else. They're pretty much tanking, but it's nice to see him kind of get reinvigorated with his teammates and clicking again. But it's just so unfortunate because he just came back and now he's out again. And on top of that, I already know all the pod lovers, Steve Kerr butt kissers are gonna love. On the other side of things, because I'm bringing him up right now. Brandon Porzingis, because 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Woo! I mean, who cares? Like Moses Moody's health literally was more key and vital compared to Pods' stats. I don't even care about Pods' stats. Just because he had this good game, quote unquote good, because it's only once in a blue moon. Just because he had this kind of game again, and like what was the last one? Like against the Wizards or something like that? How long ago was that? Or something.
It was earlier in the road trip, but
yeah,
to me that's part of a pattern we've seen all season, where the Warriors' aging stars duck the smoke against good teams and show up for shitty teams. Like that's not a good look, man. Like if your veterans are avoiding good teams, why do you want them to go to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Side note, if the Warriors play the Thunder in the first round, they don't get breaks in between those games playing the Wizards or the Nets. You're going to play OKC every other day.
And also say just for like a heads up too, like I don't even know if they can get to OKC, right? Because they got to go through Blazers and Clippers.
Two playing games to win. I'm just saying best case scenario you get that far, because I do think with Steph, Portland is a winnable game. I don't know, it's not going to be easy, but it's winnable. And with Steph, your second game, whether that would be the Clippers, or the Suns, winnable. You're not going to be favored, but winnable, right? Because you have Steph and Curry. The OKC Thunder, not winnable.
Nope.
Not winnable. No chance in hell. Side note, real quick, Bloomer, I'm sorry, but I want to address Chosen, who, again, your stereotypical Steve Kerr apologist, who is also very casual when it comes to fandom. Case in point, Chosen writing in our chat saying, and again, ignoring what I've been telling folks a million times on this show, what I've also written on the Golden Day Substack. Chosen writes, you all, and Chosen, we don't live in the deep south, so I don't know why you're saying y'all, but you all still pretending the Warriors ever had a shot at Ant, meaning Anthony Edwards. There's no universe he wasn't going number one. We should have taken LaMelo, though. And let me enlighten you yet again on what really went down. Here is your history lesson for today, Chosen, because, again, you somehow still think Steve Kerr is this great coach. I will read you this verbatim from a story that I wrote myself based off extensive research so I can answer every Steve Kerr excuse from folks like you. Quote, Steve Kerr's poor assessment of Anthony Edwards, where he said that he has a poor work ethic, would normally be a moot point given the Minnesota Timberwolves own the top pick of the 2020 draft, if not for a report by ESPN's Brian Windhorst that the Timberwolves were aggressively shopping the pick to the Warriors. The 2020 draft lacked a Victor Wembanyama, Cooper Flag type surefire top pick. We all know that, right? So if there was one of those, I could understand the premise that Minnesota's not going to trade this. Anthony Edwards was not a surefire number one pick. He only had 1 year of experience in Georgia. You had people like Steve Kerr actually damaging his value by saying that by questioning his work ethic. Anyways, so the Timberwolves wanted to swap picks with the Warriors so the Timberwolves could get back their 2021 first round draft pick that they had traded to the Warriors in the D'Angelo Russell trade. When the Warriors traded D'Angelo Russell to the Timberwolves for Andrew Wiggins, they also got, and again, this is where Bob Myers, him I respect. Steve Kerr can go F himself. Bob Myers made this trade. He gets back for D'Angelo Russell, Andrew Wiggins, and the Timberwolves 2021 lottery pick. Minnesota desperately wanted that back. Minnesota was not sold on Anthony Edwards. So they wanted to swap picks. Minnesota had one. The Warriors had two. Brian Windhorst said this on his podcast. Quote, to go back to draft night, the Wolves were very interested in trading out of this pick. Windhorst said on an episode of his Hoops Collective podcast. Quote, they were trying up until they were on the clock from what I have been told, to get the Warriors interested in moving up. The Warriors have their draft pick this year, depending on where it falls, and I think they wanted it back, quite frankly. They were, and referring to the 2021 pick, they were saber rattling, according to the stories, that they were going to take James Wiseman. The Warriors were really locked in on James Wiseman, unquote. And then if you're going to think to yourself, well, Wiseman wasn't a Steve Kerr pick, wrong. Steve Kerr called James Wiseman, quote, his draft pick, and spent hours studying film, not just of James Wiseman's college games, but even a performance in high school at the 2019 Hoop Summit. Steve Kerr said he was convinced in June 2020 that James Wiseman was, again, quote, his, unquote, draft pick, using verbiage normally reserved for a general manager, given a GM's responsibilities include making NBA draft decisions. Steve Kerr held a Zoom meeting with James Wiseman, followed that with an in-person workout in Miami. Steve Kerr was also directly involved with 8 or 9 other draft picks, including Anthony Edwards. Quote, you just rarely see an athlete like James. You rarely see a guy 7 feet tall who moves like that with that kind of coordination and hands and character. He was a leader in the clubhouse. And then it was a matter of really making sure we watched all the other guys and evaluated everybody. And the other guys were impressive too. I mean, Ball and Edwards really stood out, obviously. I think the whole league had those 3 guys as the top 3. Everybody probably always says this, but I can tell you without hesitation, James Wiseman was the top guy all along, unquote. What else do you have for me, Chosen? Stop thinking I'm making shit up. Stop the excuses for this buffoon. I'm begging. The loyalty that Steve Kerr's fans have toward him, it strikes such a remarkable similarity to these MAGA D-bags who just will, no matter what Trump does, worship him. Same premise. Same blind fealty. And I'm not sitting here saying that you're a D-bag depending on who you like. What I am saying is think independently and don't just treat certain people like they're gods, like they're deities who can do no wrong. These are human beings. Chosen. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Is that a lesson you want to teach your kids? That certain people in this world are just above reproach? That some people in this world like should never be held accountable for things because they're just special? Like, give me a break. Come on, man.
Honestly, Sai, I think Steve Kerr is basically the basketball version of Donald Trump.
I've been saying that. Well, and again, it's nothing to do with them as individuals. It has everything to do with the blind loyalty. That part is crazy. Like, does Steve Kerr have to murder someone before you judge him negatively? Like, what is the line? Like, what does Kerr have to do before finally you open your eyes and go, oh, wait, maybe this guy is not a good coach. Oh, wait, he doesn't actually coach. He just talks. He just and exerts power and is a control freak and is egomaniacal. And side note, the poster child of privilege has had everything handed to him his whole effing life. And that's the guy you want to worship. A man with virtually no perspective. That's who you want to worship. Okay.
And also provides false hope because he's, I mean, look, I'm not trying to call these other people out too, but like every day after work, every time I come home, I always pick up my grandfather and we go home. We listen to 95.7 The Game just because it's the only station for Warriors stuff. I would listen to you, Sai, but you're not really available on those times. So, I mean, you know, it'd be cool if you were, but
sorry.
No, it's okay. No.
So give these radio stations shit. I wouldn't mind having an extra paycheck, but these corporations are so deathly afraid of taking any risk. Like every business right now is risk averse. They're just a bunch of cowards out there, man. Like I don't know. The craziest part is a Bloomer. I don't know what they're afraid of. They like every major institution right now is treading on tiptoes with every single decision they make. And I don't understand why, but that's how everyone is acting right now. They, like every corporation, that includes the parent company of 95.7 The Game. That's they were Entercom. I don't know who the parent company is now. It might be Paramount, actually, who ultimately owns them. That includes KNBR's parent company, Cumulus, who I think is about to be gobbled up by Nexstar. That includes all the TV stations. That include like that newspapers. It doesn't matter what it is. Every institution right now, they're just, sorry to be crass here, forgive me, but I don't know if there's a better way to describe it. They've all turned into a bunch of pussies. Just huge, massive, gaping, soft, lack of cojones pussies. That's how corporations are acting now. I don't, and again, I don't get the rhyme and reason of it. Maybe they're at a point where they'd rather just make enough to survive and they don't want to take risks to grow, but you're never going to grow your business if you are risk averse. All right. You don't grow businesses that way. You maintain a status quo, right? Like you're keeping things the way they are, but I thought growth was an important part of business, and apparently it's not anymore. It's crazy.
No, it is. It's just because, like, from that, I just threw 95.7 as an example, basically, because around the time when I head home, like around 2:30, Willard and Dibs, those guys are just. I mean, one of them was actually admitting to the whole, like, because we just said it a while ago, right? The whole tanking stuff. One of them was actually thinking about, tanking isn't all that bad. Because, there's a percentage of getting a high draft lottery pick compared to trying to make the playoffs with what you have right now. And then the other guy, which is, I think is a major dumbass, Willard. Dude, he's like, hey, I think the fans that's like thinking about tanking, you guys are lunatics and it's not the right way of thinking to be a true Warrior fan. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about being a true Warrior fan? Everyone sees the writing on the wall. We should be advocating about seeing the future now and stop. Like, look what just happened tonight, right? Moses Moody just came back and he got hurt, and now you're trying to bank on Steph trying to come back and he's just magically going to change everything and we're going to have like a happy ending to all this. Like, you got to be real about these things, man. Like, that's why I always like those kind of stations of people on the radio. I only listen to them rarely just because it's anything Warrior content, because I love the Warriors. I'll always be a Warrior fan no matter what, win or lose. It's been that way since, for me, since the 09 2000 We Believe Warriors to even that time when Chris Mullin got his thing rose up and then everyone was like booing him. Like, I remember that. I'm gonna be there, win, lose, any time of the era. It just, everyone has to move in together and really like step up and not be afraid. Like, stop trying to follow the system in the sense of like, if Steve Kerr says this, we gotta do this, or Steve Kerr says that, we gotta do that. Like, no. Don't be like thinking the way he thinks. Think independently, like you just said, independent thinking, right? Like, we have to like those are kind of changes that people are. Yeah, you're right. They're afraid in the social media games because they think they might get personally attacked or something bad will happen to them. But that's all about life, right? You got to take a risk.
Yeah,
that's the problem with society nowadays, right? Because
agreed.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, it's a crazy world we're living in right now, man. There's no doubt about that. We have an economy that is far worse than the government is letting on.
Yeah.
Everybody out there can feel it, unless you're lucky enough to, be in a spot where you're doing okay. But there are a shitload of people hurting out there, man. I see it with my own eyes. It's sad. And despite that, and maybe that's why companies are acting so afraid, but you're never going to grow. You're never going to grow as a business if you are risk averse. It's a death formula. It's like you're putting the nails in the coffin on eventually just ceasing to exist, because that is not how you thrive, man. That is the antithesis of progress. It's that's where we are. Yeah.
Yep. And just a couple more points before I head out. I was just gonna also say I was agreeing with you and Sharia, even though I was trying.
Can I real quick, Bloomer? I'm starting to interrupt you if you don't mind.
Okay.
One second, but I don't care, man. I don't mind sharing this stuff every now and again. So you brought up Willard and Dibs. That's the afternoon drive show for 95.7 The Game, right?
They're usually on. So they usually come on 95.7 The Game around 2:30 time, because I think before them is Stein and Goo.
Yeah.
I think so they do the crossover, and then it's Willard and and
Alazer Ben Israel in her chat says Dibs sucks. and I want to share a little backstory. So
go ahead.
Dibs used to be on 107.7 The Bone's morning show. 107.7 The Bone is an FM radio station. They play classic rock. Lamont Antonelli used to be Lamont Antonelli is who took over the morning show that Dibley was a part of. And anyways, so I was executive producing KNBR's morning show. And so we were down the hall from each other, right? And we were on the same floor, same parent company. And let's just, how do I put this kindly? Like, we avoided that dude like the plague. And the running sentiment, because he wasn't on KNBR. He was like, and I don't know how he got back into sports radio, truth be told, but I remember one day just going like, oh, he's on the game now? What's that all about? The running gag in the station was, why does a guy who sounds like Daffy Duck trying to be on the radio? Like, that makes no damn sense. Because he's got like a lisp, and it's like you're going into broadcasting with a lisp like that. Like, what the hell is going on here, man? But yeah, so 95.7 The Game, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't know what any of these businesses are doing. Again, it's just we live in a world where to get a job, it's about who you know, not about your work ethic, your talent. And so you see mediocrity rising, right? We have corporations who are deathly afraid of taking any risks. They just want to survive in a safe space, and that includes making no decisions that may or may not represent a shred of controversy. And so you see the product also being mediocre. This is the world we live in right now. It's and I think the only hope is all the up and comers who are building businesses of their own that can someday make a mark. That's certainly what we're trying to do here. We're still very young and early, but that's the Dan Dibley story.
Dude,
every one of us were like Daffy Ducks on the radio. What is going on here? Anyways, yeah.
But no, I'm hoping this channel at least. I mean, for like a small, slowly but surely, upbringing. I really hope it passes. I mean, obviously, I don't know, but I hope that it passes like those cruddy shows like Locked On Warriors, because I'm done with that. I just no. I actually just check on to see how they're doing in terms of like viewership and subscribers, and there's always I literally try to tune in on one of their latest episodes. I kid you not, those people are the absolute Steve Kerr butt kissers of all time. They do not think for themselves. Anything they say goes. I mean, I think some of them they even try to mention you in a way, but they just do it briefly. Like they just say, like, oh, there used to be someone.
Thanks for the free advertising. That's always.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
thank you for the free advertising, man. I appreciate you.
It was never the same without you there, man. So that's why I'm like, Golden Days. It really provides content that everyone needs to hear and see, man. It shows. It really opens your eyes, makes you think more independently. It makes you see how. Other people's perspective, but it's actually legit, right? Not like what from the system, like I just said, 95.7 The Game, Locked On Warriors, Steve Kerr and social media and stuff. Like, don't be blindly just listening to those people just because they think they know what they're talking about versus actual people that's been through it, like you, right? So because you're explaining it to everyone that's like, hey, you need to think more independent. You need to
well, and right here. Like Chosen is in our chat again, our resident Steve Kerr apologist. And side note, Chosen comes on the show. I have a lot of respect for him, a good family man, but just when it comes to Steve Kerr, just utterly wrong. And here's another one, case in point, writing all of y'all, again, Chosen, you're not from the South. Come on, man. All of you are talking independent thinking, looking to lay all the blame on one guy. Who else do you want to blame? Bob Myers left.
Legend.
Joe Lacob, let's blame him too. Okay, I'm not absolving him anymore. Let's blame both of them. Let's blame Kerr and Joe Lacob. But here's the problem with blaming Joe Lacob. You can't fire him. You can't get rid of him. Changing the owner is out of everybody's control. You can't change the head coach. It is all his fault. The only blame at this point that I have for Joe Lacob is pretending that Steve Kerr still knows what the hell he's doing. That is the fault of Joe Lacob. Sitting there pretending that his head coach is competent. Wrong. Inept is a more proper, accurate description of the head coach. Inept, incompetent, short-sighted, lack of ingenuity. Just it goes on and on. Obtuse. That's the one I coined. It is all Kerr's fault, Chosen. Yes,
it is.
My question to you is, again, I keep asking you, Chosen, why do you not want to blame Kerr? He's the only man left standing. Everyone else except for him, Steph and Dre, are gone. Who else do you blame? The front office has already had a change. Mike Dunleavy Jr. sucks balls too.
Yeah,
I want him gone as well.
Yep.
But Kerr has all the power. Chosen in any of these debates where you're talking about hierarchies and you're talking about who to blame for the fall of an organization or whatever the topic is, you always start with who's holding the power. Everything else is secondary, man, because the person who has the power is the one with making all the decisions. Steve Kerr has all the power. So of course you blame his dumbass. It's like I don't get that. Like, why do you just make excuses for this guy?
I
see
don't.
Chosen right here saying Cordial, and again, now you're backtracking from the Anthony Edwards accusation, pretending that Kerr had nothing to do with it. Now, and again, you still use y'all. Again, if you're from the South, I get it. If you're not, what the hell are you doing? Like, do California, like, do Texans say hella? Come on, stick to your geography, man. Anyways, Chosen writing that Kerr controls all the draft picks. He has a say in it. Last I checked, the only draft pick getting a real run is Brandon Pajemski. Only one person is making that decision, Steve Kerr. When the team's making trades, usually they're making trades to get rid of a Steve Kerr crutch.
Right.
Or do you already forget that Corey Joseph was stealing minutes because Steve Kerr loves his mediocre point guards? How many of these Buddy Hield, who the Warriors traded away, and he can't get to see a single minute with the Hawks because the Hawks have a competent head coach who understands Buddy Hield should not be playing NBA minutes. He got it. Kerr did not. Yes, the part I do agree with here is Lacob apparently enjoying wasting millions of dollars because he's wasting nearly $20 million on Steve Kerr himself, and he's wasting millions more on bad personnel decisions. You're right there. You're absolutely right there, man. Chosen. Jesus Christ. Chosen, just don't tell me you're that guy who just would rather be a stubborn ass who's going to die in a hill that they're wrong than being someone who evolves, someone who is open-minded, someone who understands that we're all human beings, and maybe you as a human being have had it wrong with Steve Kerr. Don't be that stubborn asshole, because that's literally what obtuse means. Do you want to be obtuse like Steve Kerr? Is that why he resonates with you? Because you're both obtuse? Come on, man. Come on. Evolve, please.
Yeah. So, I was going to say one final point, Cyrus, before I get the other people to come on here. We really have, like 10 more games left in the regular season?
That's a good question. Warriors are now 34-38. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yep, 10 games.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say a final thing because I gotta get other people to come on. I just wanted to say, it's been one hell of a ride of a season. Just ups and downs, a lot of surprises, and just things that I never would expect to happen. But obviously, it was more downfall than upside. The thing I just want to point out is that if we really want the Warriors to at least try to go back to their winning ways of how it was in 22, at least for the last championship run, and just trying to go higher from there, they really need to start from the head coaching position, at least for starting with there. Because once you get rid of Kerr and you put in someone that actually knows what to do in the modern times, I really think the Warriors will excel, at least in the upwarding trend. Yeah. Because right now they're just going downhill. Literally, it doesn't matter.
Going nowhere.
Because you're losing against teams. Oh, sorry, it's another Chosen quote. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to acknowledge because
I disagreed with you. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. So I was just saying because you're losing to teams that's trying. You're trying to lose or you're trying to win, but then you're losing to teams that are trying to tank, and that's sad and bad. So you're making. I mean, it's good because you're exposing Kerr. But at the same time, it's the Warriors are just having to deal with this stale product that would every night over and over again.
My greatest fear is that they're going to run this back again next year. It wouldn't surprise me, man. I've seen worse, crazier things than that. But I want to give Chosen some respect because he came back at me with one thing where I will admit I was wrong, and that's the use of the word y'all I completely forgot, my bad, that in certain hoods, Richmond, Vallejo, Oakland, some folks still do use y'all in those parts. So I forgive me. I'm actually, see, I can admit I'm wrong too. You're right. There are certain sections of the Bay where they do use y'all, and those places are, I didn't know. I chose in respect on that front.
Don't worry, Sam. We're all.
But I don't understand. If you're from the hood, what's with the Steve Kerr fandom? What the hell is with the Steve Kerr? That just perplexes me even more.
Yeah,
like Steve Kerr is not someone. Is not like if you're someone who's representing like old school Richmond. I mean, Richmond's getting gentrified as fuck. Oakland, Vallejo, all these places getting gentrified, but still. How can you represent these places and then simultaneously pretend that Steve Kerr's a genius? What are you doing? What's going on here, man?
Like, bro, I'm from the ghetto part of San Jose, and I hear a lot of people say homie, brother, like what's up, or they say sometimes what's up, gang, you know what I mean?
I do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all, I'm like, are you from like Dallas himself? Because you guys
no, but there are certain places. I my bad. Like and Hunter's Point, there's like certain spots where they keep it about as real as it gets. The word y'all is actually fairly common. That was my bad. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Good job on that one, Chosen. Bloomer, any final thoughts before you go?
I'm trying to see if I can end this on the light or not. I could try to do my best Popeye impression before I leave.
You don't have to do anything, but if you want to do it, go for it.
All right. Let me see. How does he go? I'm Popeye.
Wait, hold on. Do you want some Popeye music? Hold on. Do you want Popeye music?
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
Hold on. Well, I mean, if you're gonna sing,
no. I'm just gonna say that the thing he says, and then just say 2-2.
Yeah, but hold on. We might as well get some tunes. Okay, I got a little soundtrack. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, but Cyrus, it wasn't a song. It was just something that Popeye says. It's just like,
okay, then just say what he's gonna say, and I'll play music underneath regardless.
All right, I'm just gonna say. Oh, let me see. Actually, what was I gonna say? Oh, remember, kids, eat your spinach. They're very good for you, and you'll definitely get muscles and guns like me. And remember, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
All right. Is your girlfriend with you right now?
Oh no, she's downstairs sleeping.
Don't ever sing that to her, okay?
I don't.
Okay, thank you. Just for your own sake, I'm looking out.
No, but okay, bro. Sorry, real quick. She actually does love the old cartoons like me. So when I actually I do a lot of impressions, and around her, she actually thinks it's cute and funny. So I don't sing like that. I don't sing like that around her, but it's just for the fun of it, yeah. But I was just. I'll work on it next time. Next time I hop on the live, I'll try to sound like more like Popeye.
You can do whatever you want, brother. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. I'm sorry, because no. Sorry. Okay, last thing. No, seriously. I was actually just because I'm just still kind of bummed out just seeing, Moody and stuff. So I wasn't really that much of a cheery mood, to be honest, because it just hurts, man. Like, obviously, we're not related to the man, but he's like family in some way, right? It just
Moody's one of the good ones, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
No, so, that one hurts.
We just gotta hope and pray for the best, man. But
hey. You got if one of the Warriors players has a ring, like a championship ring, you've got a special place in my heart. That even includes Juan Toscano Anderson and Damian Lee.
Yeah,
you're a part of that run. Respect. You always got there's a little soft spot here for all of those folks. Brandon Pajemski does not have a ring.
No soft spot. Get him out of here.
Get the hell out of here. Yeah,
get him out of here. All right, sorry. I'll see you next time. When are you be live next time?
Wednesday. Warriors Nets post game.
All right, I'll see if I can try to hop on that one. But
all right, let's see Wednesday night.
Actually, not brother. All right, until next time, y'all.
But if you want to do a Bay Area style, you can't say it like they do in the South. You got to be like, what y'all doing, man? That's how you got to do it. You got to drop the y'alls like more just direct. So what's up, y'all? What y'all up to? Shit. Where y'all at? Alan Day. Y'all.
I'm from St. Louis.
Man, I haven't seen you in ages.
Man,
y'all been ducking the smoke.
Oh man,
I'm fighting fires here, man. Well, you're in law school. What y'all doing?
It's heavy in these streets, man. I'm devastated for my boy Moody, man. I'm so devastated.
What's the guy's name in The Wire? And he just passed away recently. R.I.P. I forgot his name, but he goes, shit.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. He could do. I think it's a guy. He could do a great DMX. I think he did. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Clay Davis. Hold on. Now we gotta play some Clay Davis, man. We could do it without the video, and that's the way we'll avoid getting in trouble with the DMCA police.
Pop quiz. City Council, East Side maybe? State Senator. Clay Davis, 39th.
Royce, smiling back at you. Shit, partner. Gotta do is shit, partner.
Shit. There's one I was looking up. I was trying to find where it's just him saying that for like 2 minutes straight. Just shit. How's law school going, man?
Oh man, it's crazy. Coming down to the wire of this semester. April is the finals month, so let's go. Let's get it.
Almost there. All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Have you been watching Warriors games, or are you over it?
Armando said it best. Like, I kind of mourned the Warriors like a couple years ago, but I do tap in, and I just so happened I was, I had like 4 screens open, and I caught Moody going down, and it sucked, man, because I messaged you earlier because I don't understand the minute allocation for Moody on his first game back. Like 34 minutes.
That's a good point.
Like,
that's a good point, because you're right. And sorry to interrupt for 1 second, but I just want to add some context here. Moses Moody, I just had it in front of me. I had the number of games that he'd missed. The last time Moses Moody played, I'm sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm going to open this up real fast so I can look at it again. Okay, so Moses Moody last played March 2nd. Okay, that was 3 weeks ago. So he misses 3 straight weeks. And again, Alan, as you know as well as anybody, Alan Day, for in case the audience is not familiar, former D1 basketball player. What school did you play for again?
Played a SLU.
And so you know basketball. And yeah. Moses Moody for 3 weeks does not touch a basketball court with real NBA action. Nothing replicates that in terms of conditioning. And Steve Kerr runs him out there for 34 minutes, 11 seconds.
Man, and here's the thing, like I love to see Moody getting minutes. He always deserved minutes, but this was not the night to be pushing no 30. Was the injury in overtime?
Yes.
Yeah, he shouldn't even walked out there for overtime. His night should have been completed. He was having he had a really good game, and when there's devastating injuries, obviously, that you don't want to blame anyone. My only argument is that I just can't imagine this guy. I mean, hate to bring up JK, but hell, the Hawks is still ramping him up, after being gone for so long.
You want to bring up what he did tonight?
Oh, he had a good night, man. He definitely had a strong night. And I mean, just like that, their team overall, like you can just tell they have so much chemistry. They're having fun. They have good energy, enjoying the game. So
what the Hawks did at the start of the third quarter of that Warriors Hawks game Saturday in Atlanta, that's the kind of shit the Warriors used to do consistently.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Like it's a close game 1 minute. You come out third quarter, blow that thing open, and finish it in like 2 minutes with just a flurry of threes and points. Like the opponents don't even know what hit them, right? Well, and that's what happened to the Warriors in that game Saturday. All of a sudden, it's like, wait, we're down 21. Like that just blew them away, man. Side note, JK, since joining the Hawks, is 11 of 21 from deep.
Yeah.
That's 52% shooting from the 3-point line. And you had D-Bags actually saying that he's not a good shooter.
Well, man, it's not really even worth arguing with these guys, man. Like,
right.
But you know what? Like, back when the Warriors used to have those great third quarters, I mean, those were young leg Warriors, man. And in the Atlanta Hawks, like, since I've been watching them, like, they're really strong in the third quarter. And so to me, it's just a reflection of just having, those young guys, like, they'll run you down. First couple quarters, they'll fill you out. Third quarter, it's a wrap. And that's who the Warriors were. The Warriors were young legs. Those guys were, out in transition. They were running the floor. They could, they got an extra boost in their battery pack in the third quarter, and just, Steph didn't even have to play in a fourth quarter because the third, it was a wrap. So, yeah, I mean,
what are your thoughts on Steph, by the way? Like, do you want him to come back?
The way I look at it, Steph is at the end of the road, man. It's almost over for him. And so if I'm looking at the game from his perspective, my career is just about done. I can't afford to say, hey, let me kick my feet up and rest until next season. Like his clock is ticking. So if he can play, I'm not saying push it, but just, he's probably thinking I need to play for the joy of the game. It's almost over for me.
Correct.
So that's kind of how I look at it. No, this team isn't going anywhere. This organization isn't going anywhere. Last caller said, if you want to change, start with the coach. I'd argue you start further up. I mean, you need to start from the PR staff. You need to chop that thing entirely down. Get what's the short PR guy name?
No, I'm not. I can't throw him under the bus.
Man,
he always
gotta
treats me so good, dude.
Respect to him. Respect to him.
He's never the messenger. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's never the originator of these messages. He's just the messenger.
But at the end of the day,
I feel you, but I can't throw Raymond Ritter under the bus.
Raymond, like, okay, man, like
that's me. You can say whatever you want.
For me, they have to clean house. They need to go from top to bottom. They need to rebrand their entire process of basketball. Like, you need to get some basketball people up in there. You need to really, it just needs to be him and Peter Guber, and everybody else needs to go. Yeah. And just start from scratch. I mean, like, what are we doing here?
Because here's the thing, man. I feel you on this front. Like, if you're gonna move on from Steve Kerr, I don't want Mike Dunleavy Jr. deciding who the next head coach is. Like, I don't want that guy to be Dunleavy's guy. So I'm 1,000% with you in the sense that if you're going to clean house. That includes the GM, and let the GM pick a coach that he's going to work with, right? That's important. That relationship is vitally important because you want a head coach who's going to enact and exercise the front office's vision. That, not the other way around, like it's going right now, where like the team is doing whatever Steve Kerr's vision is. Steve Kerr has no vision. Like, that's the problem, man. Like, and the front office is so feckless with this bullshit, like deference and like holier than thou treatment of Steve Kerr. Like,
oh my gosh,
God, it's like, give me a effing break, dude. Like, he's just a human being, and you can see he's clearly a flawed human being. The system is not doing jack shit when there's no talent in there. He already got fired as a GM. Everyone likes to glaze over that. I heard a broadcast the other day where the and I brought this up on the show too when that happened, where the broadcaster, I can't remember if it was Ian Eagle or or Kevin Harlan. It was somebody pretty big time, and they started the broadcast going, yeah, Steve Kerr's succeeded at everything, playing, coaching, front office, and I'm like, front office?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? You got shit canned from that job. Like, they did not want him back because he traded Sean Marion for Shaquille O'Neal. Like, everything good the Phoenix Suns were doing stopped being good when Steve Kerr took over. And yet you still have these just sycophants. He has befriended everybody in the NBA. That's the problem. He has everybody is his buddy. And unfortunately, if you at least want to pretend you're a journalist, you got to criticize head coaches. You got to criticize the folks who hold the power when they're screwing the pooch, and he's screwing the pooch.
Well, I will say, in respect to the national guys out there, I mean, it's not on them to kind of dig deep into like the internal pieces of what's going on within the Warriors. That's why, we really need to rely on these beat writers, but they're terrible. They're homers. Like, they're not out there really providing the true story of what's going on with the Warriors. And that's why we have these sicko fans out there that's eating, bad information. I mean, you have Yeah, I mean, it's because of the beat writers. It's because of the PR that's coming out of the Warriors organization and the propaganda that they're spewing and selling. So, I can't totally blame these fans out there that just eat everything, but you know, I mean, it's what the Warriors want them to believe. So
Yeah.
they're in respects there, Raymond, you're doing a great job, because they're really eating this information up. They really believe that Steve Kerr is the best since sliced bread, and he's really not. He's not really good at anything.
No, he's not. He's one of
No.
those average, except for shooting 3-pointers when he was in his prime. I'd say that's and free throws. I'd say that's the one thing he is not average at. Everything else, I'd wholeheartedly agree with you. Mid.
I mean, he was a what was his a 6-3-3 player?
Yeah.
He wasn't a good. I mean, listen, what they say, if 9 rings, I've argued this point before, not one of the 9 anyone was saying thank God we have Steve Kerr, because otherwise we weren't gonna win. And so that, for me, Steve Kerr is just like the Bulls were gonna win those rings. San Antonio was gonna win.
Regardless.
Exactly. Regardless. Like the Warriors, and honestly, the Warriors may have another ring if it wasn't for Steve Kerr. Just think about it. They may have 5
last year.
Yeah, well,
I will go to my grave saying that if Steve Kerr did not treat Jonathan Kaminga like a two-way player last year, that's the 5th championship.
Yeah.
I will go to my grave saying that, man.
Yeah,
like,
they screwed that up big time because
big time, dude. Yeah,
It's
very unfortunate, man. And that's another reason why I don't want Steph going back out there, because Steve Kerr clearly has no empathy for putting his players in danger health-wise, right? Like if Celebrini gives the green light, Kerr will just run that fool into the ground without any afterthought. And I'm deathly worried that he's gonna just Steph's cleared. You can play 40 minutes tonight, sure. Like go out, go have a ball. Like just run your ass to the ground. And if you get hurt, oh well, I don't face consequences ever. So just do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, we literally saw it tonight. 34 minutes for Moses Moody should be unacceptable. How was he even out there at overtime?
You're right.
First game back in like a month.
You're right.
That's insane,
3 weeks. Yeah,
man.
3 weeks.
Yeah, that's
3 weeks
insane. And again, I'm not blaming Steve Kerr for his injury. I don't want anyone chopping that shit up. Okay. I'm just
you don't want to
saying,
get aggregated, Ellen.
Yeah, man, because you know they're coming. Those idiots from the other, the Steve Kerr bloggers out there.
That group's shrinking. I've noticed, but they're still there. Yeah, they're still
man. They want to chop that shit up, but I just don't. I can't imagine. Like, it was a non-contact injury. That's
brutal.
Brutal. That's brutal, man. Steph Curry pull a hammy. I don't think he's ever pulled a hammy ever. But again, that it's just if
I don't think he'd ever suffered like a soft tissue injury before that. It's like, oh really? Steph popped a hammy? Oh wait, after you were playing him 43 minutes in playoff games, a 37-year-old? Oh gee, I wonder why he popped his hammy. Like, what is Steve Kerr such a dunce, man?
I mean, what happened to the kid who played the other night against Atlanta, who had like 19 points? I mean, he should have been getting some of those Moses Moody minutes, helping out around the perimeter.
Nate Williams.
Yes. Yeah. So what happened
at the beginning of the show? Yeah, like it was.
That's insane. Like you like, this guy literally went out there and he looked excellent. He was fresh, great legs. He was playing well, and you iced him the very next game. That's typical Steve Kerr form. So if you're a Steve Kerr phony out there, you should be also asking a question: how did this kid not play today?
I don't know.
Like, did he play? I don't know. Did he play?
Nate Williams?
Yeah, did he play?
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Or if he was in the building, he wasn't suited up because he's not on the, he's not, his name is not listed on the box score. And usually when an athlete's name is not listed, it's because they're not active and available. And in Nate Williams' case, is a two-way player. Like I can look it up. The Santa Cruz Warriors. I'll look them up real fast.
Yeah, Nate Williams. I would have had him on Cooper Flag. I would have,
yes.
I would have had him getting some of those Cooper Flag minutes. I'm not sure how much of Moses Moody was on Cooper Flag, but I know that Moses Moody, he takes his defense serious. So so 34 minutes for a guy that plays, lockdown defense like Moses. I mean, that's more minutes than the average guy like, Pods who can't really play defense. So
the Santa Cruz, you're absolutely right. And again, what kind of message is that to Nate Williams? You were one of our best players in that Hawks game, 19 points. Now get your ass back to the G League. We don't need you.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay, like thanks, coach. Side note: Santa Cruz played the Stockton Kings yesterday.
Yeah,
they're off today. Let me see if Nate Williams played in that game. Dude, the G League is terrible when it comes to
it's slow
making the public aware of what's going on. So like box scores, all that shit. So Nate Williams was he didn't play in the Stockton game. I don't know what's going on with Nate Williams. I have no clue, man. Hold on, Nate Williams. I don't know what's
was he not even on the active roster today?
He was not on the active roster today. No.
Oh wow, that's it. I mean, like I had to be someone out there because, because you knew a couple days ago that Moses Moody was playing today. I just don't believe that it was a game time decision.
I thought I saw Sharia in her chat at the very beginning say that she did see him there, but he wasn't active. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like Jeff Riggenbach's asking, like, did they DNP Williams? Apparently, but a DNP usually means they were available to play, like they were on the active roster dressed up, and the coach decided just not to put that player in. Like tonight, for example, Malachi Leons, that was a DNP. He was available to play for the Warriors, did not see a second of action. Omar Yurtseven, I'm sorry, Omer Yurtseven, who wears number 77, did not play tonight, DNP. Nate Williams, not even listed in the box score. So I don't know what happened to him. And then he didn't play yesterday in Santa Cruz. I don't see him on the injury report. I have no clue what happened there. But if you're so I don't know. But he's like one of the only feel-good stories on this team, and of course he gets a DNP. Armando Lore, by the way, in our chat is yet again, like for the upteenth time with a very simple message for the audience. And again, the professor joins us every Friday.
Yeah.
And he had this to say to everyone following the tragedy that was the Moses Moody injury.
How do you tell somebody that you care about deeply, I told you so?
I don't know. But
what did he
tell me so?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a lot of this stuff is predictable. What was more predictable was Steph Curry going out, Jimmy going out. Moody was not predictable, but again, like you put the guy in harm's way, man. He was not protected tonight. He was not protected, and like I'll argue that to the grave, man. It was like, yes. I love seeing Moses playing, getting heavy minutes. 25 minutes, I would have wrapped him up tonight. I would have wrapped him up 25 minutes. That's it. And then, give him another 20. Like, where the hell are your season going, man? Like, what do you like? This is the Dallas Mavericks. Why are you pushing Moses Moody 34 minutes in overtime against the Dallas Mavericks? A team that's what, 12th?
They're one of the worst. They're
Man,
well
come
below
on,
the
man.
Warriors. Yeah.
Come on, man. You shouldn't be pushing like that. It's silly,
Will Hammond
man.
in their chat is saying that we're all on crack.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
You have some crack, Will Hammond? I've never tried that shit before. I hear it feels
what?
amazing.
Listen,
So
bro.
if I pop my cherry on with crack tonight, I by the way, I don't know if you watched that show Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but one of the funniest episodes of that and they have, I think, a 17 season run and counting. in the early seasons, the twins, Dennis and Dee, smoke crack so they can qualify for welfare.
Duh.
Chef's kiss.
Man, you know what? Like it's watching the Warriors, it'll drive you to smoke some crack, man. And even like the brand of basketball is just atrocious, man. Like it's so bad. It's so horrible watching this team play. The drive and kick offense it's gonna make my I don't have hair, but it drives me crazy. I hate the way this team play basketball. I really do. I hate the way the Warriors play. I hate it.
Well, currently I do too, man. It's unwatchable. Brandon Pajemski's unwatchable.
That
Like,
drive
there's
and
nothing
kick shit
entertaining
is
about his style of play.
Nasty.
It
Where's
is
Armando? But like I know he has a jewel to kick out here. That drive and kick pick is just nasty, bro. It really is. It's a nasty I sit with my dad watching a game and he's super passionate and so he's like, we never get fouls called, we never get any fouls, it's so bad, the refs are cheating. I'm like, bro, we're shooting 50 3-pointers. There's no creativity within the offense. Is just nasty, man. The transition is slow. Like these guys are it's driving, kick, and transition. It's terrible, bro.
What are your thoughts, Alan, on Let Right in their chat saying no Brandon Pajemski slander? He's our future.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like, huh?
KKS, by the way, you're dropping these $4.99 donations, not once but twice.
Yeah.
Love you, brother. Thank you. If you have any words that you want to follow with that, let me know. I mean, you've earned it. You didn't actually attach any words to those donations, but appreciate you, amigo. Thank you.
Hey, and back to the PR department. They named Brandon Pajemski the player of the game today. I mean, for God's sake.
But again, that's not Raymond Ritter who's doing that. What Raymond Ritter is doing is basically handling all the players and the coaches with interviews and then setting schmucks like me up for credentials. That's all he does. He's not he has a boss who's doing the sinister shit if there's sinister shit going down. And it's okay. We can agree to disagree on certain things.
No, I'm not.
Raymond's my boy. Raymond's my boy.
I just know that there's some bad juju, and it's not there's not one person that's responsible for all the bad juju going on with the organization, man. Like all these guys and
there's bad juju. Yes,
man, it's bad juju. I mean, we're hanging trophies up for Dr. What's his name? Celebrini. We're hanging trophies up. Yeah. But man, he's got a lot of bodies on his hands.
And then you have people on our chat like Will Hammond, who values participation ribbons.
Oh man,
and loves to see those tryhards out there, not realizing every NBA team is a tryhard because every NBA team has players who want to keep their job. And when the Warriors beat the Wizards by a whopping 8 points the other night, or when they beat Dallas in overtime tonight, because that's how much better they are than these other teams. Do you think they were not trying hard too?
Dude, they try hard at LA Fitness, man.
Hey, Will, your boy Steve Kerr is a putz. He's a dumbass. He's a horrible head coach. I will never stop criticizing that piece of shit. He needs to go. I hope you love hearing that because that's what you're soliciting from me with your little snarky comments in the chat. So he sucks. Any final thoughts, Alan?
Final thoughts.
Ooh, and I like this. And speaking of bad juju, Shalala in the chat saying Brandon Pajemski is just flat out bad luck. I don't disagree. I feel like the moment he got drafted, everything went to shit. Although, no, well, actually, he didn't get drafted the very next year. Everything started going to shit when Anthony Lamb and Ty Jerome were here, but it continued.
No, man. No, it's deeper than that. Because remember, like we saw. Like the year they lost to the Raptors in the championship, I mean, we saw David West go down, we saw Clay go down, we saw KD go down, and then we got the gift ring. But then right after that, the punch, and David West was telling all of us. Remember, for years, he
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"It's
Everybody's telling, everybody's saying it.
David
Kevin
West was
Durant's
telling us.
The
Remember?
only guy I've ever tracked who actually left the Warriors with some good, and I don't even know if he actually said good words, but he hasn't necessarily been negative about the Steve Kerr experience, and that's Andrew Bogut. That's it. That's the only guy that I've ever the only former player of Steve Kerr's who has left and is still acting, at least like the experience was not a bad thing. By the way, William Hammond Jr. in her chat is saying, let's have a side bet. I bet that the Dubs make the 8th seed and they get to the second round. What? I will bet my house against you. Email, dude, William Hammond. If you're serious about this, because I'm a betting man. So if you're trying to bluff with me on this, you're trying to do that to the wrong person. Email me, warriors24pod@gmail.com. Again, warriors24pod@gmail.com. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm dead serious. We could even have a mediator take that bet. We could set that bet up with one of these market sites like Cashy or one of these things. Dude, I will make that bet with you 10 times out of 10. I will bet any amount. You're going to have to match the amount. And we're going to have a third party hold that money. So, William, email me. I'm dead serious, man. I'm waiting for you.
Dude, he's trolling, bet. Man. He's trolling. The Clippers and the Trailblazers doesn't even have the tiebreaker.
Well, and it's not even the 8th seed part that I think is so outrageous. It's the second round part. Like you're like second round. So you think the Warriors could beat OKC?
I don't
bring that money down, man. Like I could use some extra funds. Let's do it.
No, I do not see the Warriors beating the Clippers or the Trailblazers stylistically.
Well, that too. But
stylistically, I just don't see it.
I wouldn't bet the house on against Stephen Curry winning 2 play-in games. That's possible. All right, I'm not gonna but second round, like you're insinuating that they're gonna beat OKC. Whatever the amount is you want to bet, I'll match. Let's go. Like all day, every day. I'll even give you some favorable odds. I'll even give you like plus 150. That's how badly I want this bet to happen. William Hammond, you got plus 150 odds. All you got to do is email me. Whatever the amount is, I'll bet it. If you think the Warriors are going to beat the OKC Thunder in the first round of the playoffs, put your money where your mouth is.
Dude,
that is insanity.
I'll take the bet on them losing to Trailblazers, man.
That is crazy, dude. Let's go. Oh my God. Wow. Armando in the chat's asking, by the way, why doesn't Bob Fitzgerald ever criticize Brandon Pajemski if there is no PR? They're separate people. First of all, Raymond and Bob Fitzgerald are best friends, but they are their own people. And I can promise you this: Raymond Ritter is not feeding anything to Bob Fitzgerald. I can promise you that from the bottom of my heart. What Bob Fitzgerald is doing is keeping those paychecks coming so he can feed his kids. That's what Fitz is doing.
So let me ask you. I need to ask. So who is responsible for the PR that's coming out of the Golden State Warriors?
What specific PR are you referencing?
Just in totality, the way that they deliver information.
Steve Kerr. Because Steve Kerr is the one who, for example, got Drew Schiller fired. And Drew Schiller was one of the only credentialed media members who was writing content that was even somewhat objective, where he just basically wrote what was happening. And in 2019-20, those stories were sometimes pretty negative, even if they were objective. Schiller also, I think, tweeted something one time that I can't remember if it was factually accurate, and he did apologize and backtrack. But dude, Kerr got him out of there so fast. It's all Kerr, man. And it's that the fact that Steve Kerr is on a first name basis with every media member. He befriends all of them, man. Like that's Steve Kerr's MO. The only guy that Steve Kerr did not work his magic on was Connor Letourneau, one of my closest friends on the planet, who was doing an exemplary job as the beat reporter for the Golden State Warriors. The charm campaign did not work on Connor. and leave it to Two-Face Steve. The moment the charm campaign did not work, Steve decides to give Connor the cold shoulder for his entire tenure. It's like, oh, you're not going to kiss my ass? Yeah, if you want anything from me from now on, then you better work your ass off for that. And Connor was smart enough to eventually move on to the general news desk of the San Francisco Chronicle and leave the shit show that is the remaining media covering the Golden State Warriors. It's all Steve Kerr. Because Raymond Ritter has been doing PR since the 90s, dude. And this was not, now granted the Warriors were never this good, but Raymond was not sitting there talking to press going, hey, can you be nicer, or can you write this instead of this, or like he wasn't doing that shit then. It's Kerr. It's like it's Steve Kerr is the problem, man. And that includes PR, because if Kerr is savvy at anything, it's the media game. That's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bob Myers advised Laker to choose between me or Steve Kerr.
I don't think it went that far. I think Myers was simply smart enough to understand how the whole paradigm was structured and realized that everything he wanted to do would have to be cleared with Steve Kerr. And he was like, I'm out. This is not worth it.
It's clear. I mean, it's clear as day if anyone follow this team and how the roster construction worked, that Bob Myers was starting to lose some power within basketball operations. Bob Myers should not be a head coach. But I'll take him as a GM any day of the week.
My boy, the professor's asking, how does Fitz and Kalena Azubuike know Pro Pods keeps their job? Because of Kerr. Yeah, because it's the writing is on the wall. It's like Brandon Podziemski is obviously Steve Kerr's, love child, and they don't want to offend Kerr. Now, again, the question, why does everybody act fearful of Kerr and or act like he's a king? I don't know, because most people are D-bags. I don't have a better answer. I don't know. But I can tell you this, having been in this media game for as long as I have and being behind the scenes with these guys, most of them either don't know shit about basketball themselves, meaning they really should not have this job, but they have it for whatever reason. And so they don't even know the right questions to ask. A lot of them are really young, and so they're intimidated by Kerr. It's a whole systemic issue is what it is. But Steve Kerr is at the absolute top of that pyramid, man. But there are a lot of problems with that scheme among many in life generally. And yeah, really Dubs is right. It's like Fitz and Kalena, they're both paid by the Warriors. Most people don't bite the hand that feeds. That's just how human beings operate. And unfortunately, with the Warriors, that means the what you hear for these broadcasts will involve two homers. Now, someone like Nick Friedel, for example, who writes for The Athletic, he doesn't have to kiss Steve Kerr's ass. He doesn't have to kiss the Warriors' ass. Why he chooses to do that is a huge mystery to me. But everything he writes for The Athletic reads like something the Warriors themselves are writing. That is what turns me off tremendously, and what I don't understand. There used to be a time where you could differentiate very clearly what a team is trying to message, whether it's a story on a website or a press release, versus what a journalist, a columnist, or a columnist is writing. There used to be a very clear separation between the two. One of them was persuasive, pro-team, had a very clear bias and angle, whereas the other one, you could differentiate between the media entity and the sports entity. That's gone. That border, that wall that used to separate the two. I don't understand why so many of these folks, like Nick Friedel, pretend that wall doesn't exist.
But come on, Cy. We got to,
dude. It's crazy. Yeah,
we can't do that. We know that Nick wants that big boy job at Disney. Come on now. Are you serious?
I really do think most of them are. Here's part of the fear factor. Me calling out Steve Kerr. Do you realize how much hate I get for this? I don't think people understand. I try to explain it, but maybe I'm underselling that. on average, and lately it's cooled down a little bit, but on average, I'd say 3 DMs a week threatening my life. I'd say probably 10 DMs a week from people saying they want to fight me, all because I criticize Steve Kerr. And so I'm something tells me these other folks don't want that vitriol directed toward them. I don't give an F, so I do it because I'm just trying to call out what I see, and that unfortunately is too much for a lot of other people. But to me, there's no doubt on my mind that's a part of it. Like, people are these media types, even like my friend Larry Krueger, they are afraid of the negative attention because Steve Kerr has these passionate fans. You could ask the question, why does a head coach, a guy that just talks for a living, have fans? Great question. That I don't have an answer for. But he does. Steve Kerr has fans, and his fans don't like it when their golden boy that gets criticized. I don't give an F. So there's friction there sometimes, but most of these guys do give an F. They don't want the negativity. And so, my thing is always, don't go into the media game if you can't handle the heat. This is the wrong business for you to go into, because you're supposed to be a truth teller, not an ass kisser. But here we are.
Do you believe that it was a necessary question or a good question from Press Row to ask Kerr if he believed that it was necessary for Moody to play 36 minutes tonight?
That would have been a very valid question. Side note, nobody from the Warriors met the press tonight. And I'm guessing it's because of the Moody injury. Probably made things way too somber. At least no media that I see. I don't see any clips from players or coaches. And again, I'm sure exceptions are made when something calamitous happens, like in this case being the Moody injury. But no, I think that would be a very valid question. There, like when it comes to questions that you ask a coach, you have to be respectful, but it's also, you're allowed to ask fair questions. That's a very fair question.
Yes, but that's a question that'll never be asked, because again,
you're right.
That job,
You're right.
These guys, they enjoy, obviously they enjoy their jobs, they enjoy having access. But there is another level that everyone wants to reach, including Nick Friedel, who's, a bona fide homer. He doesn't want to stay at Athletic that long. He saw the roadmap for Slater, and that's his path.
I don't know what is it, and I don't mean to take shots at Friedel. I think he's a decent journalist, generally speaking.
Really?
But since he came on this beat, he took over Anthony Slater's spot at the Athletic. And all I'm reading are puff pieces, dude. All I'm reading are stories that, like, someone who works for the Warriors should be writing, and instead, it's someone who's being employed by the New York Times. It's mind blowing shit.
Right.
Nick Friedel's side note was with ESPN. Like, my guess would be that Nick is just trying to preserve his career. That would be my guess. I don't know if he has aspirations to go back to Disney. I don't know what his aspirations are, man. All I do know is that when he writes when he publishes a new story, all I think of is, oh wow, another like pro Warriors piece. And who the hell wants more of that? Like, it's crazy, dude. It's insane. RIP, by the way, Scott Ostler, who is retired from the San Francisco Chronicle. Something tells me that was not necessarily his choice. And that's just a sign of where the media is going, man. It's very unfortunate. Although Scott Ostler was also another Steve Kerr sycophant, but I digress. Anyways, Ostler, enjoy retirement. Yeah,
I agree with Armando. He says that they all want to write books, like
Rick Bucher is.
Yeah,
I don't know if you folks have heard. Rick Bucher is coming out with a new book, focused entirely on the Stephen Curry Steve Kerr relationship.
Really, Rick Bucher, he doesn't bite it. He doesn't. He'll say what's on his mind quite often. So respect him. He must have got fired or something. Is there a backstory with Rick Bucher?
No, I don't know. Like, I don't know what. And Rick will come on the show again soon. We talk regularly.
Okay.
But we had an interesting, healthy debate about Kerr. He didn't tell me what his book was about. But it makes a lot more sense when I found out last week that Rick's coming out with a new book. I think he tweeted it or something, and It's the book's about like effective coaching, and Kerr and Steph are like in the whole book, and it's like, okay, there you go, that makes sense. So
you know what's interesting though, I've Boogie Cousins. He has this show with I forgot which pod.
I'm working on him, by the way, as a guest.
Okay, so Boogie seems to believe that the relationship between Steve Kerr and Steph isn't what we think it is.
I hope we get Boogie on the show. I'm pleased, Boogie. Like I've never badmouthed you. I've never been one of your haters. I enjoy everything you say on your FanDuel show. I think what is it called, Run It Back, Play It Back, whatever it is. Boogie, I hope you come on the show, man. I think he got back from Mongolia.
Yeah,
that's where he was playing some international basketball. Even though I thought he retired from playing international basketball after that unfortunate stint in Puerto Rico, where like an entire arena wanted to like mob him and kill him. Dude, you know what I'm talking about? Did you see that clip where he's like challenging the whole arena to fight? Anyways, I thought Boogie was done playing internationally, but he was in Mongolia recently playing in an international league there. But I think he's back, and I'm really, really hoping that our FanDuel connection will help book Boogie Cousins, because I have a shitload of questions for him.
That's really important, because Boogie, he has relationships over there, and obviously he has an issue with Steve Kerr, and so and I believe that Steve Kerr probably blackballed him a little bit. I bet Steve Kerr. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Finish up.
No, I believe that Steve Kerr may be part of the reason why Boogie never made it back into the NBA. Well, I think he played for the Nuggets or something, but I think Steve Kerr has something to do with, Boogie not getting back in there.
I don't think he helped.
Of course.
That's for sure. And if we did find out that he was part of the reason why Boogie's career is over in the NBA, that wouldn't surprise me either. But before you go, Alan, if you don't mind sharing in the just shock of this, Erica Hayes, I've never seen you in her chat before. $1.99 donation, no words. It's like the third one tonight with no words, like KKS, just speechless, but giving donations. And we thank you for the support, sincerely. Erica Hayes dropping another $1.99, no words. Okay. But then another donation. This can't be true. This can't be real. Erica. Is it Erica or Eric? Is it Eric A. Hayes or is it Erica Hayes? Whatever it is. $99.99. Thank you. Jesus Christ. You don't have to. Thank you. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate you writing. I've been watching you for a long time. Thank you for all the golden days.
Nice.
How dare you, Erica? We're spelling it DAYS. Shame on you. Take your money back. I don't want your money. Take it and go get the hell out. I'm kidding. Thank you for the gold day. I'm teasing. Saying that you clearly work hard would be an understatement. I appreciate you. That's not $100. I don't feel like I deserve that. I've never once in my life felt imposter syndrome until right now. I don't deserve that. I don't know what to say about that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Wow. Alan, if you don't mind taking over for a second, because I feel embarrassed for some reason. I don't know why. That's very
about accepting coin.
Yeah, like that much coin. That's
yeah, man. I mean, do you have any explosions that you can let out? And what type of some cool sounds or anything? Cheers.
All I have is a nice message from a couple nice messages. First of all, $100 donation.
It's nice.
It's very nice. And Erica Hayes or Eric A. Hayes, whichever one you are.
I like you.
I do. I like you a lot.
I like you.
So sincerely, thank you. Even the South Park boys are getting on this. Their opinion on $100 donation.
Nice.
Volume's got to go up on that. I'll fix that. I'm in shock. Thank you, Erica.
Well, no, I mean, cheers to guess what? That's a quarter tank of gas.
Quarter tank.
Yo, I mean, the good old days when you can,
wow,
take $5 and bum a ride across town. It's now $100.
I almost got a quarter tank, Alan.
Almost a quarter tank of gas.
Oh, it's better than nothing. I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
That's
peace
crazy.
to Erica Hayes, man. That's you know,
Do you think it's Eric A. Hayes or is it Erica?
it's for sure it's Erica Hayes.
Wow. Okay. Erica, thank you.
Unless
DMs are open, by the way, if it's an Erica and not Eric A.
I think it's Erica.
I think so too. DMs are open. Good night, everybody. That was I think here's what else are we gonna do? I'm kidding. We're almost done though. Alan, any final thoughts before we bring on the man who's responsible for the danger zone?
All is well for me. Any updates from the Valkyries or your co-host from the Valkyries? Any news?
Sophia Jones?
Yeah, Sophia Jones. It's a new CBA. I know there's some
we need sponsors. And again, I'm still waiting on this really big one. I hope it's finalized soon. Horace, God damn it, finalize this shit. Only Horace would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, look, if that sponsorship happens, I can pay Sophia and bring her back. But I think she's doing fine with her own work. But yeah, the Valkyries are going to be back soon. It's the CBA did get signed. I don't know the details. Do you know any of the details?
No.
I know they can be millionaires. Like, I guess the top players can now make over $1 million, which sounds kind of crazy. But
I will say, let me throw out opinion.
When I say crazy, opinion, I mean like that's a low number crazy. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, my personal opinion, I know a lot of folks out there like, oh, now it's really about to go under with that type of money. No, I believe the amount of money that they're getting paid is representation on how the brand is being established and developed at this point. The fact that the brand has grown to the point where they're able to lock in television network deals. And if anyone understand that it's not fan attendance in the stadiums that's driving the salary for these players, it's those network partnerships. And and if anyone deserved that money, it's the players, because they're putting their bodies on the line. They're doing what they can to make sure that the sport could elevate and do great things. So I'm really excited for the ladies of the WNBA.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
And
in dreams, and by the way, saying that, and this is news to me, writing, I thought Sophia left the Valkyries. If she did, that's news to me. It's been a minute since I've talked to her. We should catch up. It's been a while. I mean, last I checked, she's the color analyst for the Valkyries. If they made a change, that's news to me. But if we can get the sponsorship thing rolling again, and this economic recession is the clear-cut reason why we're not. It's nobody's fault necessarily, but it's Sophia. We'll bring Sophia back for V for Valkyries. I love the title. I just love the show. Period. Anyways, Hamza in the chat's asking if I think, and Alan, I'll extend this question to you as well. If I think the Warriors can beat the Blazers in the play-in. No, but it's not impossible. It wouldn't be like a miracle for them to do it. But considering the Blazers have won 3 out of 4, and that one loss was the Blazers completely decimated with injuries. Like Denny Ofdia did not play in that game. I think Jeremy Grant did not play in that game. They were missing all of their key players. Toumani Camara, who is a Warriors killer, I don't think he was in that game either. The other 3 games, the Warriors were outmatched, outmanned, and Steph played in those games. So do I feel good about it? Hell no. But is it possible? Yeah. I mean, shit, anything's possible, especially with Steph.
I think the mismatch is that center. What's his name?
Klingon.
Oh my God.
But that's why the Porzingis edition might make that interesting. But then again, the Warriors lost those 3 games with Steph and Jimmy Butler. So, and now you don't have Jimmy Butler. You do have Kristaps Porzingis, but
oh my gosh,
Portland's just a bad match, man. This is the Warriors today, and this is why the Kaminga trade was so stupid. You are not built to beat teams who are long and athletic. You're not. You're built to luck out against teams that are methodical, like play traditional half-court offenses and so forth. Like, you have a slim shot against teams like that. The Blazers, who are all long and big, and they're just pushing the ball both, back and forth, athleticism, speed, like everything about them is physicality. And that's the Warriors' kryptonite. They are not a physical team. They rely on finesse. They rely on Steph if he comes back, draining threes left and right. Like, the try-hard approach, which is the modern Warriors, like, again, they can only beat Washington by 8. They need overtime to beat the Mavericks. Yeah. With Steph, they're better, but they also had Steph when they lost to Portland. But now, granted, they do have Kristaps Porzingis. So do I think that makes a difference? No. But
I think no. I think Porzingis would almost be unplayable in that series against Portland.
Maybe.
I think they would run him off the floor.
Maybe.
And like I said, Klingon is a bulldog. I'm not sure where they found him, how they got him. I know he's not a Warrior guy. He's not a Steve Kerr guy, but man, he is an animal. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Whenever I watch him play, I'm like, dude, how come we can't get anything like that?
I know, man. By the way, Armando Laura. Well, we can, but we need a new coach because the current coach doesn't subscribe to that. He needs his high IQ perfect dudes. Even though I don't even know how Brandon Podziemski's high IQ, but Steve Kerr, just peculiar picky Steve, obtuse Steve. Armando Laura dropping $1.99 saying that the Warriors, when Podziemski's on the floor, are essentially playing 4-on-5, thus injuries happen. It's easy to see. And again, Armando Laura has been the number one proponent of current Warriors basketball. Mm-hmm. He labels it injury ball because the way it's set up, these players are vulnerable to get hurt, and it is happening.
Yeah, it is.
It sucks.
It is. On top of the fact it's bad juju. Where's Kyrie when you need him to burn some sage throughout the? You need to burn some sage around that place. It's nasty, man. You can just, it's a dark place, man.
I was talking to my uncle the other day, who is one of the most intelligent human beings on the planet, and I'm not saying that hyperbolically because I'm related to him. He really is. He used to be a Ross Perot's top engineer, and I'm proud. I'm proud. I have someone like that in my lineage. But I bring him up because he was talking about Podziemski as well, and he's just like, dude, why would who wants to watch him? He's like, who the hell wants to watch this guy play? And but in Steve Kerr's mind, he's a winner. Is that what he calls him, a winner?
No, well, he's a winner, and he just make winning plays, and he's a great rebounder. And what else does he do?
But I brought my uncle up because of Kyrie Irving. He likes Kyrie, and he was like, I wish people listened to him sooner. And I was like, and I told my uncle, I was like, dude, that flat earther stuff really damaged the credibility, man. He should not have. He messed things up big time with that flat earther bullshit, because that just went against intelligence. But everything else he says and does, people seem to love.
Yeah, I enjoy Kyrie, man. He's a cool character.
Yeah. All right, man. Alan, keep it up with law school. You said next year's your last year, or is this your last year?
Next year.
Okay. You're getting there. You're getting there, man. You're getting there.
I'm fighting through it.
Good things are coming. Good things.
I'll quietly sit in the background, and we'll watch the party die. Good words.
The party doesn't die. It just sometimes has to simmer. Unfortunately, with Steve Kerr, it's going to be a long ass simmer. We're simmering now. This ain't no party. This is group therapy, man. This is a commiserating of people who are just so frustrated, man. This is not a party, but the party will be back. We just need Kerr to go away. Yeah.
Are you still frustrated?
What's up?
Are you still frustrated?
Of course.
It's
I'm laughing right now delusionally because I don't know what else to do. This is the laughter of a crazy man.
Honestly, it's
tears
just
behind his face. Yeah.
Yo, I am just I'm at a point now where I'm content because I understand. With the sharpshooter guy, he make the skits. I understand now. I understand what's going on with this organization. It's not about basketball. It's something else going on. It's a narrative. It's something that I don't know what it's an ego.
Yes.
And maybe they're trying to cut value. Who knows? Or maybe it's for sale. But it's beyond basketball. It's beyond
My girl
basketball,
Laura
man.
Doan joining us all the way from Scotland. Laura, love you. Hope all
Moses-
all's well. And Laura in our chat writes that this year has been done for months. Alan, you're absolutely right, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever is going on, there's a huge stink behind it. The ego thing is what turned me off to Kerr ahead of everything else. Like Steve Kerr will put his ego ahead of team.
Yeah.
That's when he lost me.
Yeah.
Like the moment he did his bullshit in 2023 with the Ty Jerome, Anthony Lamb minutes and his treatment of all these youngsters. You know how many tonight, by the way, I haven't even mentioned this on the show yet. Tonight, the Warriors starting lineup, which included Moses Moody, had Podziemski, it had Melton, Draymond, and Kristaps Porzingis. This was the 37th different starting lineup for the Warriors this year.
Insane.
And before any of you out there, detractors, Kerr apologists go, but the injuries, bro, injuries. This is happening for 4 years now.
Yeah.
4 years of this, where it's like, I think last year they had about 35. The year before that, they had like 29. This is not a recipe for success. You need consistency in that starting five. And if the problem is these guys are always getting hurt, get younger players. This is what happens when you're the oldest team in the NBA. Side note, the Warriors are literally the oldest team in the NBA. The Clippers held that honor before the James Harden trade and the Warriors trading Kaminga for Kristaps Porzingis. The Warriors own that title now. Oldest team in the NBA.
Yeah,
and some people are going, but dude, this top 7 guys are injured. Why do you think they're injured? Because they're old. They're craggly. They talk like this. Haven't you heard Steph's voice lately? He doesn't sound all youthful and jovial. Now he's like, oh, is that Moody get hurt out? Is that Moses Moody? I'm kidding about Steph. I'm sorry. That was too much. But you get the gist. This is an old ass team, and that's what happens to old people. They get hurt. They fall and break their hip. And it's contagious. Look what happened to Moses Moody. He's only 23. You're not supposed to pop a patella tendon at 23.
Man.
But that could happen when you have old people all around you. It's just that going back to Alan, what you said, the juju.
It's bad juju, man. It's bad. All right, I'm gonna take off, man. Peace to the chat, and thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, always a pleasure, man. Make him come back more frequently. Yeah, you've been missed.
Thank you, good sir.
All right, brother. That's Alan Day joining us from Southern California. So again, he played D1 hoops, so he knows more than me, all of you. He just doesn't study the Warriors like I do. All right. Without further ado. Yeah, oh my God. Really dubs in the chat. Adding and shortest. Are they still the shortest with Porzingis? Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Usually when I just do a simple Google search, shortest NBA team, it produces some quality results. So, okay, so the AI answer only has through last year. Oh, here. So this is a website that might have, I see a bunch of websites, but they all have old data. Hold on, 25, 26. Well, this was before the season started, and the Warriors were the shortest team with an average height of 6 feet, 5.9 inches. But again, that was before the Kristaps Porzingis trade. And I don't know if they're still the shortest, but I don't know if these things update at all through the season. Oh, this one. Is this one new? Hold on. This one still has Jonathan Kaminga on the roster. But yeah, everything I open up in terms of websites that claim they measure the height of all these teams, they all say the Warriors are the shortest. The shortest and the oldest. A Steve Kerr production. Thank you, Rinda, in the chat. Appreciate you. Jimmy1569. I'm guessing you're referencing this from the very beginning of the show when Was it Bad Hombre? Asked the question, would you trade Stephen Curry for a draft pick? And then follow that up with, you think Dub Nation would allow this? Yeah, again, I don't, it's not a topic I enjoy touching on. And to be fair, Jimmy, I did not exactly give any sort of answer because I don't want to touch that subject. I would not trade Steph, but I think I think my point from Bad Hombre's juxtaposition is if another team offered a top 3 pick, would I hate it? I guess not. But I don't want to lose Steph. I would prefer he's a lifer. Strongly prefer it. All right. Oh, and then Really Dub saying, well, LJ Cryer kind of balances out the Porzingis effect. You might be right. I can't find any websites that have current measurements factoring in current heights. All right. Yeah, Niners Minded saying it would be multiple picks for Steph. Look, if we're going to be serious about this topic, trading Stephen Curry, what I've said before, and I'll say it happily again, it would most likely have to be Charlotte because you're not going to trade Stephen Curry to the Pelicans, right? Or a team like that. Could you imagine that? Hey, Steph, we're trading you to the Grizzlies. What? We're trading to the Wizards. What? But all kidding aside, I wouldn't hate the idea if you traded him to Charlotte. So at least he's going home to finish his career, and you're getting back LaMelo because even we need to be realistic, right? Con Knipple, the Hornets are not trading him even for Stephen Curry. So if we're going to be pragmatic about it, it better be for LaMelo Ball, and you better include minimum 3 first-rounders. But even then, like, those first-rounders have lost value from the Hornets because they're about to be a good team. So it would have to maybe be a third team involved. It would need to be the house is what I'm trying to say. Steph would also have to, like, ask for it. There's no way I'm personally signing off and endorsing a Stephen Curry trade without his blessing. Like, Steph, it would have to be a position where after next year, Steph wants to come back at 40 years of age, but even he sees the writing on the wall and maybe he wants to finish his career somewhere else. It's like, all right, we'll do a sign. We'll discuss a sign and trade or something like that. I don't know why we've been talking about this. I don't want to. But yeah, and Dean Chamber making a great point, saying no great warrior has ever retired in the Bay. This goes for nearly all the sports. It's not just Warriors. We're never trading him. He's not ring chasing. He's not leaving for some nostalgic bullshit. No, he's staying for the nostalgic bullshit. Steph's retiring with 2 jerseys, Davidson and Golden State. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Without further ado, it's time to get into the danger zone. We're going to recap all the scores tonight and catch up with one of the most interesting people in the world. Let's do it.
I'm a stay-at-home son.
Oh, we're in the danger zone, Shardall. How you doing, bud?
Hi, Cy.
Hi.
I'm doing great. How are you doing? How are you doing on this Monday night?
Dude, I had someone drop $100 donation. Erica Hayes. Again, DMs are open, but Erica, I'm not complaining. Shardall, how are you though?
Hi, Cy. I'm doing great. How are you doing on this late night edition of Golden Days as the Golden State Warriors take down the Dallas Mavericks by a final score of 137-131 in overtime, snap a 3-game losing streak from the American Airlines Center in downtown Dallas, Texas. What were your thoughts on this hard-fought victory over a dismal Dallas Mavericks squad consisting of Najee Marshall, Daniel Gafford, Cooper Flagg, and Klay Thompson?
I know Klay was a lot of Klay's threes were short. Did you notice that later in the game?
I recognize that. They were short.
Yeah, they were very short.
You know why they were? You know what? Do you know why they were short?
No, I don't. It's a good question. Maybe Maybe Clay has a certain baddie in his life who's wearing him out. I don't know. You know what I noticed, Shardall? Speaking of baddies,
what did you know? Can you please tell me? I would like you to tell me something.
Yeah, I want to get you involved in this. So in the Warriors-Hawks game Saturday night, there were a lot of baddies sitting courtside. Did you notice that too?
I recognize that.
And it made me wonder, why have we not seen baddies courtside at Chase Center since the Jordan Poole days? What's that all about?
I don't know what that's about.
I'll tell you what it's about. It's about a whole bunch of bullshit.
I have no clue.
Chase Center's missing the baddies.
And they have been they have been eliminated from playoff contention with a record of 23 wins and 49 losses.
Is that true? The Mavericks?
The Dallas Mavericks are eliminated from playoff contention. If you go to the NBA standings on ESPN, if you look at the Mavericks, there's an E right next to their team.
See, Shardall's a good observer. He pays attention to all this nuance. I appreciate that. So I'm going to confirm what Shardall researched.
If you go to the ESPN NBA standing, you'll see the Dallas Mavericks. There's an E right next to their team.
Look at you. Were you just bored and randomly checking out the standings? Like,
no, I know. I looked at. I like to look. I know all these things.
You do. So here it is right here.
The Mavericks are eliminated from playoff contention.
There it is right there. You got an E. Was that E there before this game?
No, they lost in overtime. The Warriors beat the Mavericks in overtime, and they're out because they lost in overtime today against Golden State.
So the Warriors eliminated the Mavericks.
Warriors eliminated the Mavericks from playoff contention.
Folks, that is a Shardall exclusive. You deserve a round of applause for that, because that is your research. You came up with that. Or did Mark Grandi come up with that and you just heard him say it?
I came up with that.
Bravo. Bravo. I'm proud of you. I'm genuinely proud of you. How was your call-in with Mark tonight? Or was it Evan?
It wasn't.
Or was it
I called it. It was Evan. Evan Giddings was on today.
Your favorite. How did it go?
My boy.
He's your boy. How did it go?
It went good.
Happy?
I was happy to see more Evan Giddings.
Good. 49ers minded with an wait a second. Wait. Hold on. 49ers minded here. Hold on. Actually, before I play that, Simon 2 saying baddies don't show up to watch Pajemski. Is Shardall, do you agree with Simon 2 that Brandon Pajemski is baddie repellent?
Brandon Pajemski likes to watch all the baddies.
No, but is he a repellent? Meaning, do the baddies not like him?
No, the baddies like him.
How do you know? We don't see baddies at Chase Center.
We should see baddies at Chase Center.
We should, but you just said Pajemski attracts baddies. What do you base that on?
He's in a love triangle with Kerr.
Well, okay. Larry Hood still remembers when Jessica Alba came to games because of Baron Davis. Yeah, Baron had some pull. That was impressive. That was very impressive. That might have been the ultimate A-lister who once visited a Warriors game.
Hey, Sai, so if there was one word that you would describe for this win over Dallas, what would be that one word? If you would describe this game in one word, how this game made you feel?
Tragic. Because in regards to
the win.
I know, but it was a win that came with Moses Moody suffering one of the worst injuries a player can experience. So
what were your thoughts on Moses Moody suffering a knee injury, and he might be out for the rest of he's going to be out for the rest of the season?
It's tragic.
I'm a big fan of Moses Moody.
Me too.
And even Steph Curry, when he saw that Moses Moody went down, Steph Curry was in tears. You see the reaction from Steph Curry sitting on the bench?
I did. I did. I talked about this at great length at the beginning. That part really stuck out to me. Like, Steph looked rattled. Because
Moses Moody is his teammate?
And it some injuries are just very ugly, Shardall. You know, especially a non-contact injury. Like those are the ones I think that are really the most cringeworthy. Like when an athlete is just doing what he normally does and suddenly pop. Like those suck.
So
you know?
Stephen Curry suffered a knee injury, and now Moses Moody suffered a knee injury.
Different kinds of knee injuries.
That's
but yeah.
that's very concerning. That both Steph Curry and Moses Moody suffered the same kind of injury.
Agreed. Wholeheartedly agree. You ready to go through the scores?
So there's a South Park episode that I would love for you to check out.
Which one?
It's called Guitar Queero. You know where Stan they're playing Guitar Hero, and Stan comes in and plays "Carry On My Wayward Son" on his guitar, and all the kids, Stan and Kyle and all the kids don't want him to be embarrassed. He's basically embarrassing all the kids because he's showing off what his skills, and he doesn't understand that. And he doesn't understand that. And he doesn't understand that, you know, it's that Guitar Hero is a video game, and if he's playing it, it's in real life he can do it also. So that's what I mean. It's a funny episode, and then Randy goes down in the basement and starts playing Guitar Hero, and then he fails miserably. He presses all the wrong buttons, and then he gets booed off in the game.
Yeah, I know.
It's a really good episode.
I know. I've seen it.
I watched it.
Why are you bringing this up now?
No, but I like South Park.
I know you do. I like it too.
Boy, think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine?
What's going on?
Shit.
Clarence is gonna.
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose.
Goose. The boss?
The one that lays them golden eggs.
Hey, Sai,
Major crime.
I sent you the clip of I sent you the clip of Steve. I sent you the clip of Steve Kerr talking about Moses Moody's injury on the post-game interview, and also sent to your email, and also sent you the Boogie Cousins Puerto Rico fight, the altercation between Boogie Cousins. I sent them to you.
Good job finding that. Well, let's go to that. This is the only place where I've seen this. Good, Shardall, good research. So this is courtesy of NBC Sports Bay Area, and we'll only play the beginning of it. But real quickly, let's hear from Steve Kerr. This is immediately following the game, and this is the only place where I've seen this. So again, Shardall, respect. You're on fire tonight. You broke the news that the Warriors eliminated the Dallas Mavericks from playoff contention, and you find the clip of Steve Kerr talking about the Moses Moody injury. Shardall, the danger zone, Steve Kerr.
Whoops. He's getting x-rays right now in the arena, so don't know anything more.
You immediately put your hand to your face and you knew clearly that it was awful. Right?
Yeah.
What did you just sort of see? Describe?
Just saw his leg buckle and saw him go down in a heap in pain, and we don't know what it is, but it sure looked bad, and just hoping for the best, you know, whatever the best case scenario is. That's what we're all hoping for, but it looked bad.
Can we just talk about him just coming back and this happened? Just how did that feel in the moment?
I mean, Mo is such a great human being, great teammate, wonderful guy to coach. Just puts in the work every day, and was brilliant. By the way, played so well defensively, changed the game for us there. You know, with his ball pressure and knocked down big shots, and so great to finally have him back. You know, after he missed whatever it was, 8 or 10 games, and then for that to happen, like I said, we're just praying that it's not too serious, but it sure looked serious.
The emotion was kind of on your players' faces.
Yeah.
Saying that you could see how hurt they were. Can you? I mean, you kind of addressed that. What Moses sort of mean in his life in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the looks on the Mavericks faces. Everybody on the floor was just horrified. Yeah, it's just players care about players. They know how fragile this business is and how short their careers are and how injuries can happen and can be catastrophic. And like I said, we don't know what it is yet. We're just hoping for the best. Thank you.
On August 22nd.
Oh, we'll kill it there. Shardall, good job finding that. It was as depressing as I thought it would be. Brutal. What did you think about that, Shardall?
I was devastated by the injury. I mean, Moses Moody is a dog and a baller, and he knows how to play. He knows how to shoot the basketball on the court. I mean, like when he went down, and I saw him when he got taken off on the stretcher, to the locker room. They were evaluating him. I could see the look on the Mavericks players' faces and how somber it was for them, and how the whole medical staff. Rick Celebrini was out there, father of Macklin Celebrini, by the way, Sharks son of Sharks legend. So Rick Celebrini was out there attending to Moody. Steve Kerr was out there to look at how if everything was all right with him. I mean, it was just devastating. Like, you never want to see these things in sports, right? You never want to see these things happen, right? These are the things that you don't like to see.
Correct.
But NBA is the violent sport. You're gonna see injuries happen you're gonna see them happen a lot. So that's just something that the NBA should avoid. But how are you gonna avoid that, right? NBA just like there's all these players are getting injured. They're getting like hamstring injuries, knee injuries, ankle sprains. All these different things are happening. It's just not. It's the punch to the gut. It makes me sick to my stomach to see Moses Moody go down.
And a lot of people in the chat bringing up the fact that we talked about this earlier too, that Moody played in his first game in 3 weeks, 34 minutes, 11 seconds, and raising the question, is that too much for a guy who's been out as long as he was? Good question. I don't have an answer to that, but would I personally have played a guy who has just been on the sidelines for 3 weeks and put him out there for that amount of time? No. But that's me.
But that was devastating.
It was devastating. Well, let's get to the scores and wrap it up.
Let's go over the scoreboard, wrap up the show for the night.
Yes, sir.
It's already been night. It's late. I want to go to bed, end the show, and play with my cat.
Good call. But for folks who are unfamiliar, Buster Posey is Shardall's cat, a tuxedo cat. That's my favorite. Not a species. What do you call it?
No, tuxedo cat is the breed.
The breed. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to find.
And his birthday is on April 20th.
420. Get him stoned. We go through the National Basketball Association for Monday, March 23rd, and we start in Detroit, where the Detroit Pistons, winners. This is a good game. They hosted the LA Lakers. They're missing Cade Cunningham for an undetermined amount of time because of the collapsed lung, and don't miss a beat. They beat the Lakers at home, 113-110. The Pistons improving to 52-19. The Lakers dropping to 46-26.
So
the kid Dennis Jenkins, we saw him the other night when the Warriors were in Detroit, that it came out of nowhere, and he's tearing it up for the Pistons. He had 30 points, 8 assists tonight in the win. Luka Doncic, 32 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists in the loss. Yeah, Shardall.
Luka Doncic was initially suspended for getting that 16 technical foul, but they rescinded it. They took it away. He was actually playing in this game against Detroit. Initially, he wasn't playing because of that because he got suspended.
Right.
And he did play, and let me tell you the reason why Luka got suspended.
Tell us.
So the Lakers are playing the Magic, and Goga Bitadze on the Magic, he cursed, he swore at Luka in his language, and Luka didn't appreciate that. Because he sweared in Serbian to Luka. Goga did that to Luka, and Luka Doncic does not like you referring to his heritage in front of him. He doesn't like that.
Gotcha.
And then he got suspended, but then they realized that Goga Bitadze started it first, so then they rescinded his suspension because he started it first. The person who starts it is but Luka got in trouble. But Goga started the whole altercation first, but then Luka got in trouble for it. So I'm like,
gotcha.
How does that happen? Like Luka got suspended for something that some other player did.
Son of a
and
bitch.
I don't understand how that works in NBA.
I don't understand most of
Luka
this world.
Luka got suspended. Luka got in trouble for something that happened. Another player said something offensive in his face, and he got in trouble for it.
Bullshit.
Like the person who retaliates, they get in trouble, right? When in school, when your teacher asks who started the fight, and they said I started the fight, you retaliated against other person, you're gonna get in trouble.
Did you ever get in fights when you were in school?
No, I'm saying that in high school, I've seen people
I know.
when they get in a fight and they retaliate. You never retaliate. Don't retaliate.
Fair enough.
Never okay to retaliate another person.
Unless you're Luka Doncic, because then you can get away with it.
No,
right?
Luka Doncic retaliated and tried. He almost got away with it.
He did get away with it.
he got rescinded. He was able to play.
Yes.
He was able to play today against the Pistons.
Do
you think I'm on top of my game today?
Yes, sir.
I said that the Warriors eliminated the Mavericks, and then I found that clip of Steve Kerr talking about Moses Moody's injury.
Yeah, you're all over it. Elsewhere in the association tonight, the Indiana Pacers.
Should I be your board operator? You know, like on 95.7 the game.
Board.
There. No,
If
I'm
I
saying
did.
that you know on 95.7 the game. There's a role, a job that you can apply for where you find up.
When I was much younger than you, that's what I did. That was my first job in radio.
You know, 95.7 the game. There's a job you can apply for online where their job is to find all the post game notes for the hosts and get all the notes all prepared and everything like that.
You should apply.
That's what I did today. I found you all the post game highlights, and I found you I found you everything on YouTube. I should be your color board operator.
Well, again, I don't have a board, but if 95.7 the game is hiring, good luck.
Then I should be
Evan Giddings to put in a good word.
No, but I went on so Odyssey is the station that 95.7 the game is under, that they own 95.7 the game. So I tried to look on it, but I'll try applying, but I don't know if I'm gonna get if I'm gonna get the position to be the board operator for 95.7 the game. And by the way,
a privately owned company.
And by the way,
rare. Yeah.
I'm gonna for my work, I'm gonna be having my orientation on April 3rd for Great America.
Wait, say again, what?
I'm gonna have my orientation for Great America on Friday on April 3rd.
Good. So you're gonna go back to work.
So I'm gonna head. I'm almost. I'm so excited to go back to work finally.
Very good. I'm happy for you.
Are you excited for me? Are you excited for me that I'm going to go back to work finally?
I am, but I also want to get through the scoreboard. So let's get through it.
So let's go to the scoreboard and wrap up the show for the night. It's kind of late, and I want to.
There's a lot of scores.
We have 10. We have 10 scores to get through, so we have to get through all of them.
So game number 2, the Pacers beating the Magic tonight, 128-126. Pascal Siakam, 37 points, 6 boards. As the Pacers get their 16th win of the season, one more than the total of the Warriors in 2020. The Orlando Magic dropping to 38-33. Paolo Banchero, 39 points, 6 assists in the home loss. The OKC Thunder taking care of business at Philly tonight, winning 123-103. Chet Holmgren, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks in the win. VJ Edgecombe, 35 points, 6 rebounds in the loss.
I've
Philly
seen a lot of
39-33. The Thunder improving to a very impressive 57-15. Yes, Shardall.
I've seen a lot of Philadelphia 76ers game content creators who streamed this game today. They say that they're sometimes called the cardiac Sixers because they have big leads and they choke big leads and they lose.
Okay, all right.
They use that term a lot.
The cardiac Sixers?
The cardiac Sixers, because they give you a card like you're like, you know, when you get a cardiac arrest and they make you like your heart is about to stop.
Yes.
That's what they say.
The San Antonio Spurs 136-111 winners tonight over the Miami Heat. Victor Wembanyama 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks in the win. Tyler Hero 18 points in the loss for the Heat, who dropped to 38-34. This was in Miami tonight. The Spurs improving to 54-18. Shardall, I'm going to keep it real with
you. Victor Wembanyama for the Spurs.
Yeah.
He dressed up as Slender Man for Halloween last year.
Okay. I was going to say that Steve Kerr clip really brought me down. Like, I have not been feeling the same since we watched that. I don't know if you feel the same way, but that was some depressing shit is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it was wrong that you shared that clip. I wanted it, but seeing that clip just really put a damper on things. Let's get out of here because that was depressing. This one, maybe this will cheer us up a little bit. Depends, I guess, on who you are, because some of you do not like hearing about the Atlanta Hawks and or Jonathan Kaminga, but it's a scoreboard check. We're going to do it regardless. The Atlanta Hawks beating the Memphis Grizzlies tonight at home, 146-107, the final. And Jonathan Kaminga in this one playing, again, limited minutes as part of the injury management with his knee. 20 minutes, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And maybe the most staggering stat for Kaminga, 4 of 6 from deep in this game. He's now 11 of 21 on the season, shooting better than 52% from beyond the arc since joining the Hawks. And Atlanta is now 40-32. The Grizzlies dropping to 24-47. The Chicago Bulls beating the Houston Rockets, an upset in the Windy City tonight, 132-124. Josh Giddey, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists in the win. Alperen Şengün, a triple-double in the loss, 33 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. The Bulls improved to 29-42. The Rockets dropped to 43-28. A final in Utah. The Toronto Raptors beating the Jazz 143-127. The Raptors improving to 40-31. The Jazz dropping to 21-51. Scotty Barnes, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists in the win. Ace Bailey, 37 points, 6 rebounds in the loss. 2 more games.
Utah Jazz have also been eliminated from playoff contention as well.
Did they get eliminated tonight?
They got eliminated tonight.
Really?
They got eliminated tonight. Utah Jazz.
All right.
I know my stuff.
I do. I know you do.
I should be an analyst for the Warriors.
Well, again, the game is hiring, so I hope you get that job.
So when I go to a Warriors game, when I go to another Golden State Warriors game at Chase Center, which jersey do you think I should buy? I have a Jimmy Butler jersey. I have a Stephen Curry jersey. Which other jersey do you think I should get? Do you think I should get a Draymond Green jersey?
That wouldn't be a bad one.
Draymond Green?
Will Richard?
No, if I can get 2 jerseys, which 2 jerseys should I get? Should I get one a Draymond Green jersey and a Will Richard jersey?
2 brand new ones?
No, which 2 players' jerseys should I buy when I go to a game? Like, should I buy a Will Richard jersey and a Draymond Green jersey?
That's a tough one.
Or should I get Brandon Pajemski?
Hell no. You know your team is bad when that becomes a challenging question. If you're asking me, like, which 2 would I buy?
No, which 2 jerseys should I buy?
Well, I know. I don't know. Yeah, the only way I can answer that is
what about Omar Yurtseven?
No. Well, the 77 thing's kind of cool, but no. I would say LJ Cryer and Will Richard. Nate
Williams?
What's up?
What about Nate Williams?
If they have a jersey of his grade. Shardall, why did Nate Williams not play tonight?
I don't know why Nate Williams didn't play tonight.
So you have almost all the answers, but not all of them. It's okay. It's okay. You did damn good tonight, Shardall. We got 2 more games and we're out. And these ones directly affect the Golden State Warriors in terms of the play-in standings. The Portland Trailblazers beating the Brooklyn Nets tonight, 134-99. Tumani Kamara, I'm sorry, 35 points in the win. Etienne, what is Etienne's first name? Tyson Etienne, 18 points in the loss. The Nets dropping to 17-55 on the year. Portland improving to 36-37. And last but not least, I don't think, the LA Clippers, 129-96 winners tonight at home over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Clippers improving to 36-36. The Bucks dropping to 29-42. Kawhi Leonard, 28 points, 3 steals in the win. Gary Trent Jr., 20 points in the loss. And that is your scoreboard. Shardall, are you watching a March Madness?
I'm watching March Madness, but a lot of my some of my friends have filled out their brackets, and some of their brackets are busted because they picked certain teams to make it, and those teams didn't make it. I picked North. I picked North Carolina, and North Carolina got out. And I'm predicting that Duke will make it to the Final Four for the men's bracket, and I'm predicting that Duke will make it for the women's March Madness bracket in the Final Four.
Chef 77 in the chat, Shardall, giving you some credit, saying without you, this person doesn't know how long they could have followed the Warriors lately. Mr. Silax, with a very simple recommendation: get 2 Brandon Pajemski jerseys.
I'm not gonna get a Brandon Pajemski jersey.
Simon 2 is saying get a Kaminga jersey.
Jonathan Kaminga doesn't play for the Warriors. He plays for the Atlanta Hawks.
Good point. Mr. Silax saying get a Malachi Leon's jersey.
I'm not gonna get a Malachi Leon's jersey.
Jenny Vega saying she will get a DeAnthony Melton jersey if she was you.
Oh, I know Jenny Vega. Jenny Vega, she goes to the Giants games. I know her.
Jenny, are you in?
Does
Jenny Vega know that you know her?
I know her. She goes to the Giants games at Oracle Park.
I know, but does Jenny know you know her?
She knows me, and I know her.
Really?
I know her.
Look at Jenny right now saying, "Hey, Shardall."
I know Jenny. Jenny's a very nice girl. I like her.
Do you like her, or do you
I
just
like her.
her?
No, I like her. I want to go to a Giants game with her.
Well, Jenny Vega, this begs the question: do you like Shardall?
No, I like her a lot.
I know you do. I'm asking Jenny Vega now. Does she like Jenny saying, yes, we know each other?
So she knows me.
Jenny saying, thank you, Shardall.
I like you too.
I like you.
But I'm waiting for Jenny to...
Jenny, we should go to a Giants game together. Are you down to go on the home opener on March 27th against the New York Yankees? Do you want to go? Oh. I would love to go with you. You're so good looking. I really want. Can we go to a game together?
Again, I'm waiting. Jenny has not posted since she wrote, thank you, Shardall.
Jenny knows me. I know her on a personal level, and she knows me on a personal level. We're friends. Jenny Vega and I are friends.
We need to change the subject fast. Jenny Vega following up saying that we haven't met personally.
But I want to meet her personally.
Oh, at Jenny Vega adding, we know each other from Hum Baby Baseball. What is Hum? I know Hum Baby is Roger Craig, the old manager.
No,
from the
Hum
80s,
Baby
90s.
Baseball is a San Francisco Giants-based YouTube channel.
Oh, I see.
I know her from there.
I see. So you've never met in person?
I've never met her personally, but I would love to meet her personally.
You were giving that impression at first that...
No, I want to meet her. I've never met her, but I want to meet her. Maybe we should we should go and have coffee or something, or get to know each other first before we.
I think first things first. Maybe Shardall, I would slow it down a step and maybe start off by following her on Instagram and see if she follows you back.
I'll talk to her on Instagram, get her Instagram, and we could talk.
Jenny Vega's adding that she's a mod there. She's one of the moderators for
I'm on
channel.
her Discord server.
Oh.
No, I am. I am on her Discord server.
That's funny. Jenny, last thing I want to do is make you feel uncomfortable. Let's move on. Shardall, you threw the idea out there. The seed is planted, sir.
That I know Jenny Vega.
I know the seed is planted.
And she knows me, and I want to meet her personally.
All right, she heard it. Shardall, don't say that again, okay?
I won't say that again, I promise.
Thank you. Because if you keep repeating it, you're going to come off as desperate. So
I don't want to be desperate.
You've made your intentions known. Now you hit the brakes and you take it very slow.
So
right?
viewers, make sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell for Golden Days in reference to the 1993 Matthew McConaughey movie Dazed and Confused. He's at 5,220 subscribers, 780 subscribers away from 6,000. I'm at 536 subscribers. I'm 64 subs away from 600. So make sure to subscribe to both of our channels, because Sai's at 5,220 subscribers, and he hasn't gained a single subscriber from that number.
That's not true. Shut up. You're reading the same number for like weeks. That's what.
No, but that's what it says.
It's not the same. It's changed. I just looked at it. But before we go, the postseason brackets. Let's take a quick look at the actual image of what the playoffs would look like. The NBA is doing this now. They're creating these graphics, which are great for the show. Here, take a look on the YouTube side of things. And again, if you're on the podcast, I will articulate to give you an update on where things stand.
So I'm currently looking at your YouTube channel right now, and it still says 5.22K.
Right, but the 22 is not a specific number. It's going
No,
up.
but when I looked at 5.22K on Google, it said 5.22K equals 5,220.
I know,
because K is like 1,000.
Right. But that's not right. It's a little bit higher than that.
Then why is it still saying 5.22K?
Because the 22 is a rounded number, and I don't even know where you're looking at it.
No, I'm looking at Golden Days on YouTube. I'm not looking anywhere.
Let's change the subject. Let's go to the postseason tournament
I'm sorry.
right now. And if you folks can see this is the brackets. This is how it would look if the season ended today. The Warriors.
So you're saying the Warriors are the Portland Trail Blazers are the 9th seed.
Correct.
The Warriors are the 10th seed. The Suns are the 7th seed, and the Clippers are the 8th seed.
Correct.
So if the Warriors beat the Portland Trail Blazers, they will be they will play the loser of Phoenix and LA. Is that true?
Correct. They will play the loser of Phoenix and the Clippers. Correct.
That's what I said.
Yes.
I said, so if the Warriors beat the
I know you
Portland
said that, but then
Trailblazers-
you asked me if that's correct. So I was correcting you.
Okay,
Don't ask questions if you don't want the answers, man.
No, I want
Yes.
answers. I want answers.
Okay. So yes. So this is how it looks. The Warriors are the 10th seed right now. And if we look at the standings themselves, even though the Warriors won today, but so did Portland, so did the Clippers. So the Warriors right now, they're the 10 seed, a game and a half back of Portland, 1 game back in the loss column. So Portland is still very much within striking distance of the Warriors. And the Warriors have an incredible schedule break right now. They play, again, the Brooklyn Nets Wednesday and the Washington Wizards Friday. Both those games are at home. So they could catch up on Portland in these next few games. Before the schedule gets hard again.
So
the
you're saying-
Clippers are 2 games ahead of the Warriors at 36 and 36. Yeah.
So you're saying if the Warriors beat Portland, do they have to play one more game? Because if you're like the 10th seed, don't you have to play 2 games? Like we talked about before when we also brought this up last time.
The 9 and 10 seed who has to play 2 games, correct?
So if Portland beats Golden, if Warriors lose to Portland, they're out. They're done.
Yeah, if you lose that first game, you're out, period.
You're done. No more. You don't play another game.
That's why the 9-10 seed sucks, because if you lose, you're out. And if you win, you still have to win one more game to get into the playoffs.
So So they have to. So it's gonna be OKC and Warriors. And if Warriors beat Portland and win that game, and then if Warriors beat if they face the winner, the loser of the Suns versus the Clippers, they're gonna face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round.
Correct.
So yeah, that's what I said. But when I came on the show last time, I said if Steph Curry plays against against OKC, he's not going to beat SGA.
Correct.
SGA is too strong for Steph Curry. Even if he comes back, they're probably gonna get eliminated by OKC, not even move on to the quarterfinals and the semifinals and the finals. They're not gonna move. They're not gonna advance to the rest of the game, to the rest of the games in the playoffs, because they're gonna lose to OKC in the first round.
Correct.
And I would love to see Steph Curry back and come take on SGA and put like 50 points on SGA. Would you like to see that?
Repeat that again?
I would if Steph Curry plays against SGA, if Steph Curry plays against SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder, I would love to see Steph put up 50 points on SGA.
Yeah, so would I. And here's why I don't want to see that matchup, because Steph could easily drop 50 and the Warriors could still lose by 50. I don't want to see that matchup.
Are you being Are you being cynical that you're saying that Steph is going to put up 50 but the Warriors are going to lose by 50?
That's not cynical. I think that's realistic. I think both things could be true. I think Stephen Curry is one of the all-time greats who on any given night could drop 50. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. I also think the OKC Thunder are that much better than the Warriors. So,
but I'm very optimistic that the Warriors will beat OKC.
Are you?
I'm very optimistic that the Golden State Warriors are going to take down OKC, and OKC will be eliminated from the first round.
What makes you believe that?
Steph Curry will go off on SGA.
All right. So it's the power of Steph. Huh?
It's the power of Steph Curry.
You think he's going to stay healthy for that whole series?
He's going to stay healthy for the whole series.
Okay. All right. I'm going to call you an optimist.
I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist.
Optimist, exactly. All right. Well, are we going to see you Wednesday night, Shardall?
I'm going to see you Wednesday night for Brooklyn, for Golden State and Brooklyn. Let's make it two in a row. And let's take down the Nets.
So you're rooting for a winning streak.
So we're on a 1-game winning streak. I'm rooting on Golden State to beat Brooklyn, so we extend our winning streak to two straight.
All right. What is your prediction for the line between the Warriors and the Nets?
What's the money line?
There is no line. So you're predicting.
So
everything.
I'm gonna give you my score prediction for the Golden State Warriors
after that.
And Brooklyn Nets game. I'm gonna give you my
everybody. Thank you. Before we go, thanks everybody. Again,
my score prediction is gonna be
hold on.
Warriors.
Before you give that score prediction, I just got to give Erica Hayes one more time. My God, I'm grateful. Thank you, Shardall. Give your score prediction, and we are out.
I'm gonna my score prediction. I'm going with the Golden State Warriors winning 145. The Brooklyn Nets 100. So I'm going with the Warriors winning by 45 points.
Multiples of 5.
It was great.
Those are your feel-good numbers, right?
Those are my feel-good numbers.
All right, good stuff. Okay.
It was great. It was great that you made me the closer. I'll see you for the Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets post-game show. Viewers, thanks for always being there in the chat, putting really great comments out there. I'm so happy that you did that, and the chat is a true MVP. I mean, I got to give the chat full credit for what they do every single night.
Oh, the audience is the best by
and
far.
the audience in the chat are the best. They're incredible. They're the cream of the crop. Chef's kiss, cream of the crop.
Passion, just again the moment Steve Kerr is out of here, when Steve Kerr's gut went wrong episode that is coming soon. I promise. It's just a matter of me figuring out the right day for it, but that it's coming very soon. I give you my word on that. Otherwise,
I'll see you on Wednesday afternoon. I'll see you on Wednesday afternoon for the Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets post-game show. Hopefully we extend this winning streak to 2 straight games, man. I really want to see that. But
tomorrow, stay tuned. Hall of Fame former Golden State Warriors head coach, former Denver Nuggets, Seattle Supersonics head coach George Karl, the Hall of Famer, and hopefully Hall of Famer Rick Barry as well. Should be a good show tomorrow. And I'm definitely going to ask George Karl his thoughts on being Casey Jones's replacement in that 90s Seattle Supersonics run, largely because of the similarities between that and the Warriors still keeping Steve Kerr around.
So I'll see you on Tuesday for the George. I'll see you on George Karl is coming on Wednesday.
That won't be live. That's not going to be a live show. That's going to be
recorded. I'll see you on Wednesday for the Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets post-game show. It's a great honor that you make me the closer every single night. I really appreciate that.
Honor's all ours.
And you're the GOAT on Golden Days.
Money Checkup thinks George Karl should meet you. I'm sure. Do you think George Karl would like you, Shardall?
I would love to meet George Karl and get his autograph.
His autograph, okay, sounds good. He's a good.
But I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, and real quick before you go, 49ers minded. I've been talking about this endlessly, and every time George Karl comes on the show, I make sure to show that clip. It is grossly underrated. This happened in the I think it was '87. And people forget that the Warriors, from the late 80s to the early 90s, I think 3 different first-round playoff series, maybe 4, they upset the higher seed. It was like their MO. They upset the Spurs, they upset the Jazz, and this was one of those series. And George Karl was part of an awesome fight that spilled over into some of the fans. These are Utah fans. These are like the friendly, nice Mormons. And Warriors players, Jazz players, fans, head coach George Karl. It's a melee. It's on YouTube if you want to see it for yourself. Otherwise, I always play that clip when George comes on. And Niners minded in our chat. Good knowledge, just being even aware of that, because most people don't even know that fight exists. So we'll bring that up again with.
I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll see you on Wednesday for the Golden State Warriors and Brooklyn Nets post-game show. You are truly the best. Like I truly mean every word I say.
I know you do, but you are truly the best.
You're the greatest.
Thank you, Shardall. No, you are the greatest.
I love
you. Thank you. Love you too, brother. Are we
I'll
done?
See you on we're done. I'll see you on Wednesday. Viewers, you're the best. I'll see you back here on Wednesday on Golden Days for the Golden State Warriors versus Brooklyn Nets post-game show. Have a great night, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday.
It will soon, Moses Moody. Bye-bye.